Hello, y'all. It's Kev once again, joining you on a Saturday night. And this is Black Men Being Brutally Honest. And I hope that intro was smooth enough for you. But, as always, this show is about to be fire. So, thank you for joining me once again, especially on a Saturday night where you could be doing other things, but you decided to chill with me anyway. And just a little announcement. The Saturday night won't happen next week. Going to do some family stuff and maybe next Sunday smoke show. But I will try to give you an extra show sometime this week to just make up for that in advance. So hopefully, whatever night I decide to have this, you'll join me there as well. So yeah, next weekend is Labor Day weekend, and we just want to have a little fun. So, I hope you guys understand. Also, a special shout out to my members. There is another members only video up, so I definitely want you guys to check it out. I want you to understand that since I do have members that actually pay a small monthly fee to be members, then I will work for you. But I'm also here for my subs as well. So let me give those members a shout out. There's a couple of them in the chat already. Uh, one moment, just want to pull up the list. But we have D. Scott, Greg, Aaron Peters, Bill Brad, the Scarlet Spider, which is a name change. Dez, Black Light Revelations 2, Zentober, D Rock Den, Topaz presents a Nubian's Nuances, Pulsar Echo, Shitera, and Tail Toy. Thank you for your continued support. And let's get right to the show. All righty. This week in Effery. So, for the sharpest of us that hadn't figured it out yet, Kevin couldn't come up with a solid topic for tonight. So I decided instead of doing just one topic, several topics, because there's a couple things to talk about that has happened this week, and as I'm looking at social media, um, there's there was some interesting stuff up there. So I think it was worth doing a show for. So all right. Let me give some shout outs in the chat before I get started. We got member Phil Brad. What is going on? We got another member, Tail Toya. Always good to see you. Believe that. We got another member, D Scott. Uh, thank you for being here also as well. We got Indigo Flow. What is up? Yep. And we got Prepper 101. Thanks for being here. Salute to you as well. So let's just go ahead and jump in this bullshit here. All right. All right. Let's jump in it. So, look, I'm not gonna come on this channel and say that this has actually happened because there are there are sources that saying, they're saying unconfirmed sources that say this happened, and there are Google sources from my research, the extent of my research that says it didn't happen. Um, Sometimes with Google, there are rumors that are out there previous to things like this coming out. So what I'm gonna do is not confirm it, but treat it more like a word on the street thing. The word on the street has it, you know what I'm saying? And just to kind of use this as a cautionary tale, not necessarily for marriage and simping, but just for information's sake. So the word on the street is that Steve Harvey's wife, Marjorie Harvey, was caught cheating on him with their bodyguard and private chef. Okay. Well, if you have a mind like mine, the first thing that's gonna pop up is wow, at the same time? Like both of them? Like a pornographic movie, like one in front, one in the back, or just go for the two hole special. To see those. I mean, seriously, like it's far fetched, but it's not so far fetched because if you listen to the context of how I speak about celebrities, nothing surprises me with them. Nothing at all. I mean, in fact, if any of the shit that goes on in Hollywood is true, I mean, this is probably one of the least worst things that's ever happened. And I'm saying, and really, I know when people talk about the gravity of cheating, so it's a serious matter as far as the court of public opinion. But both like, how you get caught with two people? I know this wasn't separate instances, and if it was separate instances, that means that he let her get away with the first one. And after all, ain't this his fourth wife? So, being that it is his fourth wife, how many times has this man cheated? But I'm not here to talk about tit for tat, though. Can't get into something that you can't too much confirm. It's just, and I got to admit, the thought is kind of amusing for everything that Steve Harvey has been, to black people, black men in particular, especially starting with that book. They act like a lady, think like a man. Basically, it's been a lot of these uh, social relationship gurus that are black men that are very simpy in nature, and it's mostly to, I would say, be sort of a grifter. I'm not against anyone getting their money. If you find people that, I mean, that lean on you and is willing to do that, then hey, I'm with the people can do whatever they want to do with their money. You got people in this space justifying tricking. So, I mean, I think somebody giving someone a little bit of money is there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, this thing kind of consumes your time, but it's something that something like, well, in particular for content creators like me, I like to do, but it's like when it gets to the point of, leading the masses down a dark, miserable tunnel, then, you got guys like this. I mean, he's made, I would say, a few million off his book sales, which, he's making his money, but he knows the one thing that really is the weakness of the people that follow him, and here's the saying for you: a fool and their money always parts ways. So, if you're a fool and you defend something foolish, which, we'll have more of a context on that throughout this broadcast, then hey, then hey, I'm the one I'm the one that always gives you the freedom to do that kind of thing, because it gives people like me something to talk about. So, I mean, just look at how the headline is framed. This is somebody that really wanted to get something juicy out here. Shit. But it's all over social media. There are people that are saying that, wow, this shit is true. What the fuck, Steve? You don't have no business giving anybody no relationship advice because you've been married several times already. All this shit. Oh, Steve Harvey is such a simp. Yep, that too. I mean, sort of I would say a mock celebration, but it's an unconfirmed celebration. What if Steve Harvey is forced to take his time to put out a video, which they already said there's one on Instagram. I just couldn't find it. Um, if he goes on social media with his happy wife and his happy stepdaughter, Lori Harvey, and we all feel some kind of way about her. I just think she's, I don't know, too fast, too soon kind of deal. I don't hate her or anything like that, but if it's something is unconfirmed, you're setting yourself up to look like kind of a fool if you don't know what it is for sure. So, like I said on this channel, I'm not confirming it yet. It's an amusing thought. It really is. It's an amusing thought, but just kind of chill. Just wait till wait till all the information comes out. Like we be saying about these, these these suspect murders and these assaults and all this stuff, especially when hoes be lying. Yeah, we got to do it for this too. You got to be across the board with things. Be consistent. So look at these comments. Yeah. So we got Carlton Way one. What's going on? It said peace, Kev in chat. Peace to you as well. Saint Nick 69. If it's true, so what? Play simp games, win simp prizes. What's up to you? Indigo Flow says this nigga was singing Maybe I Deserve like Tank. You hate to see it, SMH. Yeah, don't be doing other shit like Tank does. Trying to make the excuse. They did it to me. I ain't do it to them. No, nigga. You in that group. They say old Steve, SMH. Saint Nick 69 says he only taught women how to stay single. Yeah. Well, that that is a very strong argument right there. I'll tell you that. Not that's not too far fetched. Harvey catastrophic impact X83rd power. What is up? Said peace, bit Kev. Peace, chat. Peace to you too. Welcome. Yeah, we got 19 in the building from what I can see on the counter. So make sure y'all pressing like on the way in, and even if you're part of the replay gang, go ahead and press like. Then yeah, shout out to the replay gang. You know, y'all add to that view count every time I'm off the air. So thank you very much, and thank for everybody who's also been checking out my BMBBH news videos. So yeah, just keep that in mind as well. Always be not always, but I've just started to consistently drop news stories again. So be sure to always keep an eye out for my channel. And also let me remind you of something. You see that bell down below your screen, the notification bell? Why don't, for those of you who haven't, go ahead and press that bell and set your notifications to all. Okay, I will be reminding you again later on in this broadcast. Go down on that bell, set your notifications to all. All right. So the outspoken introvert says, how you get her is how you lose her. Wow, that's some that's a wise word. How you get her is how you lose her. I wouldn't be surprised if she actually cheats on him. Simps don't have a winning record. They sure don't. And I be trying to tell these dudes that too. The ones who be simping and then get offended when you call them a simp. I say this, bro. They never mention you when they're complaining about, how don't nobody want to be on their side and how nobody has the back of black women. They never mention the simps. Never mention them. That should be your first giveaway. That simps are losing. Y'all don't want to hear that though. Sip of water. So hybrid catastrophic impact X83rd power. You're right, and that's why you're a value part of this audience, sir. Told you, she threw in my weekend is going amazingly at hybrid catastrophic impact X83rd power. Yes, that is great news. So her weekend is going amazingly. I hope it gets even more amazing before it's over because you know what happens on Monday? Return to work. All right. So St. Nick says, anyone notice how after Lori broke up with Michael B. Jordan, each subsequent guy was further down the celebrity hierarchy than the previous one? Yeah, so you got P. Diddy's son, which he's not really a celebrity, but he is the son of a hundred millionaire. Someone who has over $200 million. So, yeah, that would make him like royalty anyway. Then after which was Future, and then Michael B. Jordan, then Damon Idris. Okay, so that could be debatable, but hey, we'll just go with it. uh, I see where Lori gets it from. Hey, everybody does. We all see it. We've been seeing it. I mean, what do you think? Like, I mean, okay, she also is a divorcee before she got married again, and she used to be a pimptress or some shit like that. It escapes my mind, but if someone knows in the chat, then you can go ahead and type it there, and I'll acknowledge it. I'm pretty good about engaging the chat. Uh, yeah, so and Lori, chip off the old chip out the old vagina. I mean, sorry for being a little crass there, but yeah, I say she get it from her mama. It's like old juvenile. Oh, you're not. Oh, okay. Conversation. D Rock Dan, we got another member in the building. What's going on? Thanks for being here, sir. She had a baby dad before her and Steve got together. Clue, anyone? Well, one kid, maybe. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah. So that's the rumor. That's the rumor. It's nothing that is of major news. Like I said, for people who are kind of roasting this, I will say have your little roast. But think about what's confirmed and what was unconfirmed. Oh, okay. So Saint Nick 69 said she was a dope boys biatch here in Memphis. All right. All righty. So yeah, she kind of left the fast life behind, or did she? Supposedly the bodyguard and the private chef was probably high fiving on each side of it. Yeah, we got this month. No. I mean, imagine if Steve Harvey walked into that shit. Where's Rogish with the impression when you need it? Yeah, shout out to Rogish the Bill Munger. Go ahead and check his channel out. But we can't spend all night on this. I got some others. Yeah, so Steve, is Marjorie cheating? Is Steve cheating? But no, the story is Marjorie cheating. So hey. All right, let's go to this next one. It's about another meltdown of another relationship. All righty. I don't know, man. Just life is just so funny, man. And this is just one of the funny instances that happens in it. I know y'all heard about this too. Bill Murray and Khalees breaks up after 2 months of dating. How in the fuck was that supposed to work out anyway? I mean, let's just just two different worlds, meeting up in the middle to form a lust connection. You can't even see it that way. It's like, damn. Yeah, look at this. Look at Toya. She just like me on this. I can't believe this was real. I can't even believe this was real. Yeah, I mean, was this a publicity stunt? Was this some swipe she was making at Nas? Nas, I told you I can still get me a man if I want to. Well, fuck you. Like, no, I mean, was this exactly the guy to do it? she, what is Nas gonna do? All he gonna be saying in his head, like what he been saying, I fucked up. It's just like, come on. Some content creator come somewhere is talking about some, when he saw this, he probably talked about some hoes is winning. Hoes is winning. You niggas don't understand that hoes is winning. They still can get somebody if they want. Hey, that may be true. Khalees is not ugly. If you were a guy and you didn't know about Khalees, I mean, she probably can get that, but this is, yeah, like this is, like I said about Hollywood. Just got through saying about Hollywood. It's not surprising to me anymore. These people are fucking nuts. Shoot, look, feel Brad. Come on, man. She didn't taste like his. Oh God. Oh man. Said what a strange chain of events. Urfian says Stripes is top tier comedy. Now, if Khalees was dating Bill Murray, if Khalees now was dating Bill Murray when he came out with Stripes, then maybe the argument can be made somewhat. But no, not at this point. Not at this point. Now she just seemed like she just somebody that's trying to hook up with an old white man and try to do an Anna Nicole Smith. Yeah, who remembers Anna Nicole Smith? Remember how old that guy was? He was about to melt out the fucking wheelchair. Like, bitch, we know why you here. Like, his family was even like that. Like, shoot, when you said that he was your sex machine, we knew you was lying. Fuck out of here with that bullshit. Like, we know why people do this crap. I know what some of you are thinking. Oh, you're just trying to put down the black woman. You're just trying to talk about the black woman. No, I'm not. Come on now. Any sensible black woman would find this weird too. This ain't about no gendered shit. Although it could be made the argument, oh, they'll accept them in any kind of damn shape, will they? They want us black men to be perfect. No, here's what I want black men to do that say that. They want black men to be perfect. Try to be perfect. Try to be perfect, man. Just for once. Like, you know, you can't really make that your argument all the time, even though it may be true, because then it's kind of a slick way of saying you need for her to lower her standard in order to, you know, be good for you. So just kind of be careful with that kind of, when you make that argument. Just a little tidbit, because people got some fucked up heads out here, and this is an example of one of them. Why am I not saying too? Hey, what the fuck was Bill Murray supposed to do? The only thing that man was supposed to do is say, "I'm not dead yet," But you would expect a strong, independent, smart black woman to be able to choose better at her age. I'm not saying choose better, maybe she is choosing at her level. Let me take that back. It can be interpreted so many ways. I mean, for real, you know, I ain't gonna pick on Toya like that. I'd be like, Toya, what if it was you? What if he proved himself to be a genuinely good person? Only he was Bill Murray. He got some money. Saint Nick 69. Bill Murray is a practical joker. But notice she was the one putting it out there, not him. Oh, all right. That's a great point. Yeah. That practical joker shit got him killed in Zombieland. If you ever remember that movie, Bill Murray was in it. He got fucked up trying to pay a prank. So, I guess that's true about him. They were just kind of bringing it to the movie surface. But shoot, if he paying a practical joke like this, and if it's ever proven like that this was a practical joke, get ready for the windfall of B Dubs that is gonna be upset. Just trying to say all kinds of shit. He's racist. I was like, no, no. He just showed the world that he can still get them. She, however, a polar bear. I love the cold. I don't know what the fuck that's about. Uh, but he said Khalees is done. Thought the grass was greener, but realized there's a bunch of thumbs and pollen. It only gets worse for her. I was like, yeah, maybe. But like I said, it seems to me like if these were genuine optics, it seems as if this is what she's trying to go for now. Old motherfuckers knocking on death door with a lot of money. And you know what? It's not a bad plan, I would say. It's trifling, yeah. She. I mean, I can't see a madly in love situation with this. I mean, people have done, people have done worse to survive for less. Think about it. Think about it. But as far as a well-to-do black man with no kids who's in the know, nah, it wouldn't be a good idea for him to hook up with Khalees. Will she be able to get a man like that? Only time will tell. But if he knows anything about this, at some point he's gonna be thinking those hands, those hands that Khalees got, were cupping Bill Murray's old balls. Dude, what kind of man would I be? God damn, I said Chevy Chase and Dan Aykroyd's wives are keeping their eyes out for her. LOL. Indigo Flow, I'm saying recent years haven't been our best. Uh, LMAO, that voice impression. Oh, I know. I think I know what you're talking about. Hold is winning. Hold, you niggas are so stupid. Hold is winning. Yeah, yeah. Uh, yeah. Let's see. So you got a good bit of all the advice for all y'all. Mash that like button. Carlton Way one. Bill Murray couldn't handle that in bed. LOL. No, probably not. Probably not. I would say there's a pretty good chance that is an accurate statement. Maybe she just maybe they just enjoyed each other's company. Maybe they played chess, getting him ready for the sidewalk at the park. Except for it's probably a rich people park because he don't want people going, "Oh my God, it's Bill Murray!" Like so. There you go. Toya said, "Hard motherfucking pass, Gail." Okay. Hey, is there a divester in the clouds? I know how much you hate motherfuckers like me, but didn't answer. Would you hook up with Bill Murray? Shoot, just I give you a pass this time. Like she wants to show she is ready for prime time. That should have been I don't know about years and years ago. I mean, I think that time has passed. But according to Mr. Hold is winning, she'd be winning at 70 years old. Ray Hummer, what's going on? Yeah, that new season of Baki came out on Thursday, man. So I already pretty much watched it. Yeah, it was alright. It's pretty good. Said Hybrid said, Toya gonna handle Nicole Smith. Yeah, Shaka Nulu, what's going on, my brother? What's good? Her milkshake not good enough. I don't know. It might have been too much milkshake. You know how some of these older ones get. Yes. So let's go ahead and plead the fifth on that one. To hit the like button like it disrespected your mama. Yeah, yeah. Like your mama's Carlisha Hood, and you just walked in and seen her get beamed in the face by some crazy dude. She hated using a strap on. God, that's what up, American Negro. It holds is winning Winnie the Pooh voice. Well, Winnie the Pooh wasn't my original intent, but whatever. What's going on, American Negro? Um, Ghost Illmatic says Nas has been making much better music since him and Calais Spillet. Yeah, like it's like, what if Tony Romo never dated Jessica Simpson? Could he have taken the Cowboys to the Super Bowl? So, hey, but Nas can still rap though. One of hip hop's greats. Yeah, the original SNL cast was called the Not Ready for Primetime Players. Oh, shit. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. I should have known that. I'm old enough to remember the Bill Murray Chevy Chase era when there was a Nick at Night. Oh, Chevy Chase was never on SNL. It was Bill Murray and Dan Aykroyd. Said hit boy. Thank you, Jessica. He said thank you. You must be one of them Cowboy haters. Cowboys are decent on Madden every year. I give them that. One of my coworkers said Emily Udoka will suffer because he cheated on her. He said that's Nia Long, as if as if she's still in her 20s. Like, Nia Long, she's not completely gone. She's still pretty. She's still pretty, but Nia Long from the first Friday movie now. Nia Long. Nia Long. Nas has literally made 5 classic albums in a 3-year span. Dude still got it. Word. Chevy was on the first season of SNL. Okay, okay. Well, I stand corrected. Yeah, I remember the Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, Chevy Chase years when they re-aired on Nick at Night. I also remember SCTV. What y'all know about that? But yeah, so a relationship that we all speculated wasn't near not so long anymore. Be careful with that one in some places. um, John Belushi, yeah, John Belushi, man, died too soon, just like Chris Farley. Speaking of deaths, switch up the tone. Well, no, not yet, because I wanted to make this point right here. Because see, people be thinking that, oh, okay, this just one sided. The black men hook up with old white women too. You got those people too. So I actually found the story. I don't know, maybe some social media BS, but I mean, nothing's too crazy in this world. I mean, if this can happen, the one I'm about to show you can happen too. All righty. Yeah, who's been seeing this post on Facebook? It's like, okay, what mental disorder is this? I may be like being less empathetic, and uh, John Belushi was supposed to play Peter Venkman, and okay, Peter Venkman. Oh, okay. I never knew that. I feel like I was supposed to know that, but I never knew that. Yeah, Hybrid. I'm getting to that in a little bit. The grandmother, 61, and her 24-year-old husband, which the age difference really is in this case, but by looks is more extreme. But I mean, Bill Murray just as shriveled up as this lady right here. But um, I mean, that's not really saying much either. It's like grandmother, 61. Sorry, I'm trying to get over this image. Uh, man, what the fuck is wrong with people, man? Grandmother, 61, and her 24-year-old. Oh, he married her. That man is in love. Now, the person that posted the person that posted this is the last group of people that should be posting anything like this, because see, that's not a reflection on black men when this is posted. Yeah, that's a rough 61. Look like that bitch sleeps 3 days a week. Like, I'm talking about like 6 hour days, 6 hour sleeping sessions. This has been going on for quite some time. Like, she been doing like some really hard drugs in her from 15 years old to 45. That's how much life is taking a toll from her. She looked like her first two husbands was pieces of shit. Like, just lost their goddamn mind every night when they started drinking the Miller High Life. Like, it was just too much for her face to hold up. Somebody didn't tell her about cocoa butter and aloe vera. Like, it, I mean, for real, it's like the she's smoking enough cigarettes to kill an army with lung cancer. Like, this is how bad life looked for her. Like, it's just, and through all of that, and through all of that, through all of that, love still prevailed. I know some is asking, couldn't find no young sister? I mean, obviously not. I mean, did this man just want to be on the internet? Like, what would be the more believable scenario? Is that they're truly in love on the screen, or he just wanted to be on the internet? Like, this is the kind of dude that looked like he got a fine ass mama. Mama finer than a motherfucker. But she was a total scoundrel when he was growing up. Didn't support him in shit. Mommy, I made a B in my math test. Where's the other grade? You bring no eight, nigga. Like, like one of them mothers. Just fucked up and spiteful for no fucking reason. So he decided when he hit puberty, he said, "Fuck that shit. I do not want to. I do not want a woman that look like my mama. Hell no." Shoot. Look at some of these comments. Toya said she only slept 3 days her whole life. I mean, yeah, I'm talking about from baby. This is how stressed her face looks. And then, I know what some of the, like I said, I know what some of these people think. Oh, white women age like that. Shoot, melanin, black don't crack. Like, I get that. I get that. I get that. So, but like shit, something's going on. Like, it's like all this woman did was run without catching her breath. Like, she didn't even walk. She just ran. Didn't even stop till she passed out. That's what you call rode hard and put it wet. You sure? You sure wetness has anything synonymous with this woman right here? Like anything at all on her body? I mean, that water in the background, yeah. I get to the Terry Funk comments in a little bit. I did plan. No guarantees. That's ain't that the truth. It's really that bad. Austin Holloman. Meth is a hell of a drug. That's what I hear. That's what I hear. It's such a hell of a drug that you know it isn't that like they restarted the Say No to Drugs campaign because they seen this woman right here. No, no, for real though. They restarted the Say No to Drugs campaign because of opioids and meth. It might just be opioids. I don't know, but meth. I've seen dudes. I've seen dudes that do meth. I mean, when you worked in the restaurant business, you see all kinds of shit. Uh, uh, Harvey catastrophic impact X83rd power said niggas is getting desperate like a mofo. Like, do you think that's shoot? Zen Tober, another member. Thanks for joining the broadcast. He said, "Damn, bro, what make you get with that? The dire need, dire fucking need." She said, "I got some weed." He said, "Okay." He went over there. Weed got him really fucking high. She was like, "I want you to show you something." Then she took her teeth out and pulled his pants down. His weed had him so high, he said, "Why not?" Blew his socks off. I mean, I'm trying to think of a plausible scenario. Like, sorry guys. I mean, no, not sorry. Yeah, but dude got a blonde beard and matched it. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, and that top too. Man, colored everything. Man said, "I want to be an individual. I don't want to be like everyone else." Bullshit, black cracks. Yeah, yeah. I mean, in many cases too. Man said a young batch. Uncle is okay. That's your uncle, huh? Well, tell your uncle. No, wait a minute. Just I was told that, but said looked like she half woman, half reptile. She looked like whatever one of them halves is dead. Good God. Said she's an old sponge. She's no shit. Like for real, man. If she like that lotion would either form into flakes at this point and peel off her face, or it will absorb the shit out of the lotion and start exhaling and shit. Thank you. Finally. Finally. Even if it happened by accident. She must got money because she finna die. And he said, fuck it. Yeah, I mean, she only 61. I mean, but shit, she looked like she 122, double that. Like she had 2 birthdays every year because she was accelerating like that. Hyper catastrophic impact X83rd power. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. Teeth out. Said, oh, Brad said they've been TikTok stars for a while now. I knew I had to do something with internet. This motherfucker want to be on the internet that bad. Man, I mean, for real. Like, it's like making a deal with the devil. What the fuck did you have to trade in order for that to happen? Shit. His drapes match her carpet. Crack is whack. Trail Bentley, what's going on? She like she allergic to daytime. Shit. She look like she suffering a rant. No, something. I don't know. Man said that lotion would go around the back of her head to avoid her face. Say like a force shield. Just run the fuck away from there. How dare you do this to me? I know I'm lotion, but damn. Then Tober said can't call black men pinky when dudes like this are out here. Quoting Charles Faulkner, the good officer, black men are the garbage men of the community because we'll date anything. We will fuck anything. We will say shit like Megan Good is not good. You know, we'll say shit like that. You know, I suppose dudes were capping in the comments, but somebody made the argument of brutal honesty, so it got to caught me there. But man, motherfuckers, man, no goddamn well they'll go out on a little date with Megan Good. So let me ask y'all a question: Megan Good or her? I know it's not a fair question, but it's pretty easy to answer. I mean, at least for somebody like me, you know. She was in the yearbook pictures with Jesus. Yeah, trying to put bunny ears behind his head, but he looked at her and said, God is watching you. Oh, yeah. and that's the result, you know, the petrified woman. You know, she was here when Jesus was here. Now she lying to folks and saying she's 61 years old. What it deuce. Her nickname is Erection Killer. Now we'll never know the truth on that, now will we? Why does he have a bull nose ring and dyed eyebrows? Like, look, all that shit that y'all saying about this dude, like the matching hair, matching eyebrows, matching beard, um, the bull nose ring, that makes this situation even more plausible. Yeah, I already read that. Say Trail Bentley is 2023. Yeah, it's 2023 because because it's kind of weird around here. Okay, reminder to all the members that are watching right now. I did drop another members only video, so please go check it out. Drop a like, and also if you're not a member, you can become a member. It just with just $2.99 a month. So whenever you want to cross that bridge, you won't regret it. Indigo Flow says that's a hard 61. It's the hardest 61. Like shit. I will have to mildly disagree with you. It's the hardest one. Teeth out. It has to be some kind of spell involved. Yeah, the spell is called attention. Attention is a hell of a drug, but I don't want attention that bad. Hell no. Men can't be seen with this. If you want to smash, fine. But what? Even smash? Like what? The rest of her body a dime? I mean, I can't dick police, man. I can't do it. Like you know, just oh god. I mean, but you know, shit like this, man. I'm telling you, Jesus. I guess Holes is winning after all. Like 61-year-old brick face, man. She can put her face. She can put her face through glass better than you, Jiro. God damn. For those of you who watch Baki. Uninjured, unscathed. Okay. All right. Next slide. All right. We're going to be on this one for a second. We're going to be on this one. I mean, no, 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 no. Let me go ahead and since I saw comments on it, so I get too far away. Uh, yeah, if you want to smash, fine. Indigo flow. Exactly what I'm talking about, man. Exactly what I'm talking about. If you want to smash, fine. Say, I went for older women in my 20s, but damn, like I think all red-blooded heterosexual black men have, from I would even say 16, 17, you know, to like our 20s, like in our 20s, we hook up with older women. That's just what it was. I mean, as far as the egregiousness of being a teen, if you believe that you're a victim, by all means. But for the most part, men found that shit rewarding to be a young man that that they're able to handle an older woman. So let's see. Hyper catastrophic impact X83rd power. So we finna go into the wrestling stuff. Kev, if Mae Young can have Mark Henry's child, maybe there's a chance for this sandpaper face lady to procreate. Um, wow. Yeah, you do realize in the storyline she gave birth to a hand. Literally, she gave birth to a hand. Yeah, that was for comedy's sake. But I saw some people saying, saw some people where that comment at. I gotta move on. Yeah, cause yeah, it was getting a little weird. Where is those comments? Cause yeah, we're about to talk about this. Yeah, it's been a rough week for culture. It had three deaths like back to back. And they say death comes in threes. Yeah, and I know that, these are three white guys. You know what I'm saying? But, felt like it was worth a mention because, two of them, yeah, there it is. Two of them, had, they were a part of my youth, when you was watching cable TV when I was younger. So the price is right. Bob Barker. Now, I would have never figured that Bob Barker was still alive. Maybe I was thinking he was dead and I just missed it. But he just died like either yesterday or today. He was 99 years old. 99. Like wow. He got as close to 100 as he possibly could without going over. Yeah, he always reminded you at the end of each show to have your pet spayed or neutered. Too many of them little critters at the animal shelters. Tired of putting them to sleep, having them euthanized. No, but Price is Right. Yeah, big part of my youth. I mean, just sitting up there as a child, going into a teenager, watching Bob Barker do this shit and trying to guess the number yourself. Sometimes you be the one that's closest. You be like mad at yourself because you ain't on the Price is Right. I wanted to spin that big wheel. Yeah, so rest in peace to Bob Barker, but to hybrid catastrophic impact X83rd powers. Comment RIP to the WWF legend Terry Funk. Yeah, he was a legend in WWF. He's also a legend in NWA too. He had some brutal feuds with Dusty Rhodes and Ric Flair. I remember the one with Ric Flair. I actually became like a bigger wrestling fan when I watched Ric Flair and Terry Funk feud. All I can remember is Ric Flair on a pay per view screaming, "I'm gonna whoop your Texas ass!" And then me being a kid, I was like, "Oh, they said ass on TV." Yeah, but yeah, Terry Funk. Anybody that's a wrestling fan, like I don't expect everybody to know something about this. So stupid comments elsewhere, please. You always get the roll wrestling's fake, wrestling's fake. I was like, most professional athletes cannot be a wrestler, and not because not just because they got to get the moves just right and not hurt themselves, but that's something they got to do 300 days a year. And for people like Terry Funk back in his day, he was doing it almost a whole year. Ric Flair too. It's like that takes an amount of toughness that is rare in people.
One other thing that I remember about Terry Funk is when he was getting older and he was still going like he was young. He went to ECW and became his champion. Uh, the the one match that sticks out in my head was the barbed wire match between him and Sabu. Like it was they surrounded a ring in real barbed wire. It wasn't no felt tip barbed wire or anything. It was real actual barbed wire because it ripped the clothes off of them. Not there wasn't no balls hanging out or nothing like that. But Sabu was one of those extreme wrestlers that he'd jump off shit, he'll go through tables and such. Like, but his character didn't speak. By the end of that match, he won the match because he pinned Terry Funk down with actual barbed wire. That motherfucker was speaking clear English at the end. I was like, damn, Sabu is actually talking. Yeah, that shit hurt. Barbed wire. You motherfuckers is crazy. So that's why all you wrestling is fake motherfuckers. Oh, wrestling fake. Ooh. No, barbed wire, nigga. If you got Peacock, look it up on I think it's on the WWE Network on Peacock. But I remember actually sitting up there watching the match shortly after it happened. It was one of the most brutal things I had seen. So yeah, middle aged and crazy. That's what he called himself, middle aged and crazy. He also had a stint, like Harvey said, he had a stint in WWE, well WWF at the time. He was tag team partners with Cactus Jack, another crazy ass motherfucker. Yeah, they used to jump off shit. He was famous for the Undertaker throwing him off the top of the cell. That man hit that floor. And like when I say people say wrestling fake, I say gravity ain't fake. It's not. You can't fake gravity. I mean, shit, that's gonna hurt. He said the second fall. Well, we're talking about Mick Foley now. This the mankind Cactus Jack. He said the second fall through the cage wasn't planned, so he could have died. And people be out there. You know how doubters are. Man, did you see that? Just to add to the man. Stop. I be like kicking motherfuckers out when they be talking about wrestling. Shoot, I've been watching that shit ever since I was 2, 3 years old. Probably not gonna stop watching it. I have had my stance to stop watching it when it got too stupid, but when it got good again, I always came back. But there's two of them in my childhood, up into me being a teenager: Bob Barker and Terry Funk. So it really tells you the kind of stuff I was watching growing up. See, we weren't soft in the '80s and the early '90s. Well, in the '90s really. That soft boy shit that's more recent. That's what y'all kids. That's what our kids growing up with. Yeah. So, but this one in the middle is the one that's like is shocking because he's 36 years old. He's 36 years old. He is the son of. If you were watching the WWF back in the day, there was this wrestler named IRS. The one in the middle is his son. He went by the name of Bray Wyatt. Um, his real name is Wyndham Rotunda, and he died of a heart attack. And they revealed his cause of death as complications with his heart. It was a heart issue that was aggravated because he caught COVID earlier this year. And he had just before he had just made this like one of the biggest comebacks I ever seen in the WWE. It was really well done. For those wrestling fans who understand like how to move along a story and how the matches go, yeah, Bray Wyatt is one of the greatest minds creatively. And he's 36. He was the same age my best friend was when he passed away in 2019. He was 36 years old. Just a just a it's when I hear that age and hear somebody pass, it's kind of sad for me, especially with something I've been watching ever since I was like 2, 3 years old. So yeah, he leaves behind 4 children, two with his fiance, JoJo Offerman. JoJo Offerman used to be a ring girl announcer, and she was on the Total Divas show on E. Uh, but he hooked up with her, and they had 2 kids together, very young, and you know every time I hear like a young father with real young kids dying, I think of that Jim Croce song "Time in the Bottle" because he died when his son was very young, and the irony of he wish he could keep time in a bottle. We all wish we could because we never know when that day is coming. And, this is three examples. Bob Barker at one point probably didn't know that he was going to live to see 99. Terry Funk was probably grateful he saw 79 in his storied career in professional wrestling. But when they die young, it's just something else entirely. So rest in peace to these three individuals. I mean, they were a part of entertainment, and it just I know that there are people out there that don't feel the same thing that some of us feel, but I'm saying I talked about this part of the show for those people, for myself as well. So rest in peace to these guys. Like all in the matter of like they were all a day apart from each other. Like wow, that death truly comes in threes. So, but the Bray Wyatt thing, I know people are gonna start talking about the jab and stuff like that. But one I don't have a slide on is Bronny James. So he had a heart issue, and they said it was a congenital heart issue. So he's recovering right now, and hopefully he'll be able to resume his ascension in the basketball world. Because Bronny James, the son of LeBron James. So yeah. So yeah. Oh yeah. Wait a minute. I didn't see the comments on this. All right. Said Terry Funk was raised hell in Memphis on the Memphis Wrestle. Uh, yeah, Terry Funk raised hell like most of his career. Okay, where are those comments? Well, y'all roasting old lady though. Y'all roast. Good lord. Shout out to May Young, Jerry Lawler too here in Memphis. Yeah, Jerry Lawler. Jerry Lawler been having some issues lately, so just look out for him. Yeah, Harvey catastrophic impact is his 83rd power said. Alex Trebek passed, Regis passed, Bob Barker passed. Yeah, that was pretty much all the game show hosts because the original host of Family Feud hung himself. Ray Combs. Uh, YouTube is a time machine. People can literally watch old school WWF. Yeah, YouTube is how I watched the pay per view where Owen Hart died. Very surreal looking after it happened. Yeah. He said Terry and Mick were different. Yeah, well, Terry and Mick were different, but they did some of the same shit, same risky, stupid shit. Like, and wrestling is not fake. The storylines may be manufactured, but what they do in the ring is real. Ken Shamrock, uh, UFC fighter that wrestled in WWF for a minute. He also wrestled in TNA for a little bit too. He said that the most damage ever done to his body was doing wrestling because he said in mixed martial arts you can do things to protect yourself from you can protect yourself from getting slammed and people putting you in headlocks and leg locks and shit like that. You can like he could defend himself in the octagon, but when he was in that wrestling ring, he had to take those bumps because you're trying to entertain people. It ain't about protecting yourself. It's about doing the move just right, or you'll get fucked up. Yeah, but yeah, Brock Lesnar said that one of his he had a group of friends come see a wrestling ring. And Brock was like, okay, since you think that what we do is soft here, let me give you a body slam. He said he slammed his friend. And Brock Lesnar is a big, stocky, strong motherfucker anyway. So he probably went a little rough on his friend, but he knew his friend wasn't a wrestler. His friend said, never again. This is what you work on? Never again. Nuh-uh. Mm-mm-mm-mm. You had football players back in the day in the off season go to wrestle, and they'll tell you how much respect they have for it. Abdullah the Butcher, yeah, Abdullah the Butcher used to cut his head open for real. Him and Dusty Rhodes, the brutal matches. Saint Nick's another 901. I was gonna say I remember Dory Funk. Yeah, Dory Funk passed I think like over 10 years ago. I think I remember them announcing it on Monday Night Raw. Um, but yeah, Terry Funk comes from a wrestling family. I think it was Terry, Dory, and Jimmy Jack. Jimmy Jack might not be an actual Funk brother. I don't know, but you can always Google it. And then there was a Dory Funk Senior as well. So I think Terry Funk was second generation. Cactus Jack was wild. Yeah, he wilder than a motherfucker. Like he used to go to do them Japanese death matches. Like, ugh. Yeah, I remember that. New Jack was also a nut. Yep, New Jack was also a nut, and he was never signed to the WWF because of it. Because he didn't play that shit. He just can't. He's out just came there to beat your ass. He almost got ECW sued for money they didn't have because somebody signed a waiver that was underage. Being in WWE takes a lot. These individuals are real athletes. Yeah, they've been actually fishing out of real athletes to get their next generation of superstars. Shoot, Bianca Belair was a track star. She was the real deal. You got a lot of people in there. Shayna Baszler, she's a real deal. MMA fighter. Matt Riddle, MMA fighter. I came back during COVID when the majority of champions were black. The majority of champions, yeah, Kofi Kingston, like yeah, the New Day. Uh, you got black champions in NXT, Carmelo Hayes, Wesley, or were you talking about like Kofi Kingston and Rich Swann? Yeah. Trail Bentley said, I went to Mid South Coliseum on Mondays in the 70s. Then I lived in Dallas during the mid 80s in the Sportatorium. So you probably was watching world class championship wrestling. Like the Von Erichs were really huge. They did the Von Erich Freebird feud. It was really huge, but down there. Like they said the Von Erichs where they were from, the Von Erichs were like celebrities. It was about as good. They were about there as good as having somebody like Michael Jackson around. No lie, it's no exaggeration. Hey Williams, oh, this is in reference to Bray Wyatt. Yeah, we were all waiting for him to return, and boom, this. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, if everybody knew what Bray Wyatt was to the storyline, yeah, everybody was waiting on him to come back, see what he was going to pull next. Seriously, that's how engaged you were to the programming when it had something to do with Bray Wyatt. You didn't know what, like, he had more characters and creativity than a lot of those guys see their entire career. Like somebody like a Natalia Neidhart is not near on the level of Bray Wyatt. Yeah, just it just is what it is. I know I said a female, but yeah, Chavo Guerrero is no Bray Wyatt. 11 a.m. on Channel 5 after the cartoons wrestling. Yeah, yeah. I remember Superstars of Wrestling used to come on midday. Yeah, after all those Saturday morning cartoons. Wild stuff. Jerry the King Lawler, Corey Macklin. There's no video of the Bronny James incident. I heard it was a practice because he was supposed to be starting college ball. God, tomorrow is never promised. Warren Hart died as the Blue Stinger. No, as the Blue Blazer. He He died as the Blue Blazer, yeah, and he died because he pulled the wrong cord on the way down from the ceiling. But there's some conspiracy theories out there about him being murdered. Oh, Donnie, alas, long live the habitual lie steppers. What's going on? Said Jeff Hardy took a lot of pain pills. So much punishment in the body. Yeah, yeah. Yep, K. Williams and Funk messed his eye up bad. Yeah, them guys were brutal. Shoot, that ring is not soft. Facts. And The Rock's father, Soul Man Rocky Johnson, he was very popular in Memphis then too. Yeah, Soul Man Rocky Johnson from Nova Scotia. Bet you didn't know that. Von Erichs ran Dallas. Huge in it. Yep, yeah. Those are facts. Those are facts. Will we get a Nation of Domination faction again? I think it will work in this era, especially with everyone talking about reparations. Maybe. But the reason why the Nation failed in the WWE is because of the race issue. They needed the leader, the kind of leader Farouk was, calling that shit out. Like, but he was saying some edgy shit. Like, it's 2023, so I kind of beg to differ. They would have to pull it off an entire another way, and I don't. Some things should just be left in their spot in history. QR code. Yeah, I was watching SmackDown. Said lots of wrestlers came through Memphis. The Freebirds, Hulk Hogan, Randy Savage. Yeah. WWF Livewire to recap the action from the previous show. WWF Sunday Night Heat. Those were the days. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Those were kind of like right before the Attitude Era, when WCW really was like kicking their ass. Really before the internet got real big, because they were able to keep all those stories on the low. Like, yeah, but that might be another discussion. I miss the territory days. Thank Vince McMahon. Guys will have loser leaves town matches, but come back next week with a mask. Yep. The greatest feud in the history of wrestling would have been Jerry the King Lawler against Roddy Piper. Yeah, that's one of them what ifs. Yeah, that's one of those what ifs. So okay, let's move forward. Rest in peace to these guys. I know they were a big part of my entertainment culture growing up, and in present day with Bray Wyatt. But you know, like someone saying in the chat earlier, tomorrow's not promised. Now, let's get into this. Oh man, let me be real careful with divulging my political alliances to people, because one thing that I have learned is that, man, I lost train of thought, but I lost train of thought. Yeah. But Kate Williams, that's facts right there. Motherfucker look like a damn fool. I mean, I'm not that mad at the Democratic Party, but I'll explain that in a minute. Marcus B28. If I called you by name, but yeah, welcome to the show. Appreciate you being here on a Saturday night. WWE is more politically correct than ever. There will never be a new Nation of Domination. The Hurt Business is as close as it gets. Yeah, and they trying to avoid really pulling the trigger. Well, it's a slow build, because now they got Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits. You need somebody seasoned like Shelton Benjamin. It's just my opinion. Unless they got another plan, like they're gonna bring up Carmelo Hayes or Trick Williams. But that's if you that deep into it, these names. But yeah, let's talk about the other guy on the thumbnail. We talked about Steve Harvey at the beginning. Let's talk about Trump. Trump's mugshot. Trump has turned himself in for election tampering. Tampering with the results in Georgia, I think. Which I don't know how much validity that has. Because the whole thing, I'm just going to tell y'all the truth, the whole thing seems like a witch hunt. I know what you think about saying that, because some people don't care. Some people don't care about the logic and how the optics look, and you know, because we're all under the impression that this has got to be the most disgustingly racist person in the history of mankind, literally. Because that's really how people treat this. Like Trump is just like Donald J. Trump, former president of the United States, is just the most disgusting racist ever, and he's just a bad man and all this other stuff. That's the image of Donald Trump, according to many in the community. You know, and whether that holds any kind of validity or not, which look, I'm more of an independent guy. I really vote for people who are in my best interest, and I will continue to practice this. Like, if they have a policy that I like, then I'll vote for them. Like, say for instance, if they wanted to legalize weed or something like that, I'll vote for that motherfucker. But last election, I didn't give Donald Trump my vote, and I didn't give Joe Biden my vote either. But I did vote. Kay Williams, many would say that was true. Many would say that was true. Trump is an opportunist and used whatever language he needed just to win. But aren't they all? Aren't they all? I mean, not to say that that's not because of like an older cat like a few months ago. Yeah, I still respect older black men. I ain't like some of you guys. Oh, the old niggas, the old niggas. No, he broke it down for me. He said Trump. The reason why Trump has been avoiding, justice for all these things that he's done throughout the years is because he always has a fall guy in place. He does it just like the mafia. He'll be the coordinator, but everybody else goes down besides him. He's in that mafia style stuff because of his father, Fred Trump. Just to, you know, just to give you kind of a, don't let Trump off the hook completely. I mean, but seriously, for what we got, the lesser two evils argument, that line is blurred. That line is blurred. So, I mean, but let me get to the other motherfucker out here. Now I know we're always super hard or on the traders, the buck dancers, and everything. Yeah, and I gotta say this. I gotta say this. I'm nobody's nigga. I don't give a damn if it's Donald Trump or DJ Vlad or Jason Kidd or Willie Clinton or anybody. Like, nah, I'm no white man's nigga. That ain't never, ever, ever gonna happen in my life. Over my dead body. Sorry about that. Not sorry at all. Like, no, man. No. This is something that I can't sign up with. Like I said, I'm not that mad with the Democrats to where I'm just gonna say, hey, I'll go and be a nigger for this white man, but hell no. This man has lost every bit of his mind. Period. What the hell was going on? These are the kind of guys that you want to see dating white girls, so you can say that bullshit like, "Oh man, that's why they date the white girls because they hate themselves and all this other shit." Yeah, I was gonna go off about this. You think I'm laughing at this jackass? I mean, sure, this shit right here, is some of the funniest shit I ever seen. Niggas for Trump. I mean, for real, you can only say when I say that, or when I read it rather, the voice in my head is Uncle Ruckus. The voice in my head is Uncle Ruckus. Niggas for Trump. They're like, that's all I can hear. Yeah, I'll be a nigga for Trump. Like, man, don't look. If you ever plan to be around any black man named Kevin, take the chance that it might be me. Don't say that shit because, man, if you say no shit like that around me, niggas for Trump. What the fuck is wrong with you? The alarming part is the amount of support because of this. It might give the amount of black support because he got a mugshot out there. which might give rise to the whole thing that we like criminality in our community and not intelligence. Shit. Yeah, there's somebody out there right now talking about, oh, he one of us now. He got a mug shot. Like, get the fuck out of here. What's wrong with a large part of niggerdom? And I mean, like, I already know some things, but goddamn, just when you think. Y'all didn't think I was going to co-sign with this, did you? Like, I hope not. Because y'all haven't been listening at all. You don't know me at all. You know, I'm not going to use the straw man of, the Democratic Party, because every time you try to have a discussion with black Democrat voters who get on my fucking nerves, like sometimes, like not all. Some of y'all cool. I used to be one. I voted for Obama both times. Because like till his very last day, I was gonna be like, oh, he gonna do something now. He almost out. He gonna do something now. He gonna do something now. To that last 48 hours. He gonna do something now. Come on now. Something coming. I know something. And then like the last minute, oh, ain't shit coming. That motherfucker. That motherfucker ain't do shit for us but throw black fathers under the bus. Talking about Obama. Some of you may disagree. I mean, but like I said, I mean, but some of the ones that's like the unreachables, as I like to call them, man, good luck with them motherfuckers. He's a racist. You're a fool. I like to ask the question that gets on all their nerves, like, hey man, but he's taking pictures with so many black people in the White House. Shit, it only seemed like Obama only talked to black people with that made seven figures. Except for athletic clubs. But even then, I like to pull shit like that. It's like, like, what the fuck? Like, for like, don't tell me that, man. Well, the Republicans ain't gonna do nothing for you. The Democrats ain't gonna do shit for you either. Oh, they might. Oh, don't nothing happen overnight. Oh, what you gonna do, man? What have you been doing? What have you been doing? The arguments are so repetitive. But we'll play nice with a conservative Republican white voter. Never fucking fails. Never fails. I know what some of you are thinking. You just described RBR Network. Hey, man. I got called a coon because I didn't like Joe Biden. It's like, what kind of shit is that forever? So I gotta keep my eyes on you guys. The ones that, black people that vote Democrat, I gotta keep my eyes on you a little bit. And allow to examine me. And I allow you to examine me as much as you want. I don't give a fuck. But still, I gotta be careful with some of y'all guys. But for real, who to be careful with for real? This dude in the goddamn picture. Niggas for what the fuck? Be careful with that guy. That nigga will call the police on you because you smell like Black and Miles. I thought it was weed. You niggas don't need to be around that weed. He said weave. He said, did you say weave? Hey, we agree with that. Man, the fuck is wrong with you guys? Yeah, the Democrats do things for black women. You know what the Democrats do for black women? Ram. How do I say this? Ram symbolism right up their patoots. Shoot. They got black alphabet women in positions. It's like, shoot. Then they got a Supreme Court justice. Then they push the vice president as a black woman. So you got so many people that are black Democratic voters that believe that Kamala Harris actually looks like them. Crazy. Fucking crazy. You ain't heard nothing from that bitch. No, I'm sorry. She's Madam Vice President. You gotta watch the way you speak about some of these public figures. Like I call every president. Seriously. President Truman, President Reagan, President Carter, President Bush, President Clinton, President Obama, President Trump. That's what they did, though. But yeah, that's what they did. The Supreme Court justice can't tell what a woman is. Sure don't. All she had to do was say an adult human female. That's all she had to say. An adult human female. She couldn't even say that. All the options of what she had to say, and she couldn't say that. And now you got black women all over social media saying, "Hey, you know what? Me and the people were born with natural vaginas. You know, we have say so in this woman thing because we went through everything to become that. Not you. You just want to be that." Yeah, you fighting for your womanhood. And it's amusing to me because see, us men, us heterosexual black men, we already know who we are. We're pretty sure of that. So, and we don't give a fuck about what people think. I mean, as much as they supported it, let them fight that battle since they want to back a party that doesn't back them. Remember, no voting, no vote. Yes, I sure do remember that. I sure do remember how ratchet that was. But we'll just say not all black Democrats. We'll just say not all. We need both parties actively shopping for black votes. Yep, as long as the black vote is relegated to one party or the other, then our interests will always get ignored. Because why work for something you already got? It doesn't make any sense. It makes more sense to direct energy toward working on something you don't have. Shit. Why would the Democratic Party do anything for blacks if they're gonna get that vote anyway? And they tell you no to your fucking face. That's the craziest part of all. They tell us all no to y'all fucking face, and you still make excuses. But, even with that being said, I'm still not a nigga for Trump or any white man for that matter. You'll get the fuck up out of here with that. Like, they told you vote Biden. Yeah. But your ancestors need for you to vote because they died for it. So who do you vote for? I wrote Bernie Sanders in. Oh, that's a vote for Trump. And this is why a lot of you don't make any fucking sense. I mean, if Trump is guilty of what they're trying to say, because I still fully don't understand it. Like, see, he was tampering with the election. He got people in place to try to change the machines. Like, we already do like the technical issues with outdated voting machines. Like, you just gotta keep your ears to the tech world. And people aren't stupid. Then you get new stuff which even is wired into more technology that you can alter. Like, come on. But hey, this is just speculation. I'm not saying this is fact. Disclaimer. But when your arguments are intricate, when your arguments are full of facts, when your arguments have details, even things that the person on the other side cannot deny, they will still say shit like "you must be for Trump." They'll still say shit like that. That's why. Like I said, this is why I like black Democratic voters. Not all. Get on my nerves because the arguments are so diluted. They'll much rather insult you instead of hearing you out. Sometimes you gotta insult back. Oh, you stupid motherfucker. Keep voting Democrat. Don't get off the Democratic plantation. Well, you don't get off the Republican plantation. You know. even with all of that said, I will never wear a shirt like this and actually mean the sentiment. Niggas for Trump or any white person on this fucking planet. Hell, a non-white person that isn't ADOS black. Give a fuck, man. Like, what? I know some of you out there saying right now, oh, niggas is done. The niggas is done. Yeah, niggas like this is done. You know what's the most fucked up part about it? You don't even know whether he's throwing in the towel or he just trying like or he's actually fighting for something. This is how blurred the lines are. I'm from the South. I'm from Montgomery, Alabama. So I'm gonna feel some kind of way about this. I do acknowledge and understand that. When I see shit like this, yes, I feel some kind of way. It's like, look, man, if you're like not 70 years old yet, you can take a punch in the face from me. I would say not 70. And the reason why I'm giving it to 70 because stupid draws out the age. The shirt was saying like I'm a nigger. Excuse my language. You should be reading the language warning down below anyway with all that other good stuff. If you say I'm a nigger that buck dances for Donald Trump and soft shoe and I don't care what other black people think of me, you know, let's bring slavery back. If the shirt said all of that, I probably would stretch it out to 80. He said niggas for Trump, so I think that's worth 70. Maybe I'll slip in a 71, 72-year-old. Man, fuck this. You know what? Some of you are out there thinking too, oh, man, that man can do what he want to do, man. Why you bothering that old man? Shoot, he can wear his shirt like you wear the shirt on your back. I say, man, let me send you in the right neighborhood with this shirt on. See what happens in Montgomery. We'll see what some of y'all saying out here. But yeah, Donald Trump has been indicted. He has a mugshot. We'll see. But all I'm saying is everything I just said was kind of a warning. This man gonna end up becoming president again. I said end up. I'm not saying for sure. But he'll probably end up becoming president again. Or the Democrat or the Republicans better come out with like Jesus type superstar before the 2024 presidential election. Because if you guys don't stop fucking up like Joe Biden just did recently, gonna go to Maui. You know, hundreds of people that lost their lives in a fire. Yeah, I think it was a fire, and that's a hell of a way to go. Like, you know, you talking about like for starters, smoke inhalation. I almost lost everything. We almost died, and I almost lost my 67 Corvette or some shit like that. Said that man got chased out of town. That's some of y'all hero. Some of you black Democratic voters, not all. Joe Biden, y'all hero, because he was Obama's vice president. Ooh, if Obama chose him, he must be good. I mean, good enough for y'all to completely ignore his son, his drug-addicted son, Hunter Biden. Almost good enough for that. He was definitely good enough to say, hey, we got a problem between me and, in fact, I got a short. Let me see if I can find that short. I want y'all to watch this short. For real. He would have never, like Joe Biden, I can say probably would not have gotten away with saying that in 1984. And then, like, then what y'all saying? Damn, kid, 1984? Yes, 1984. See if I can find this short real quick. Did I erase it? Might have erased it. Yeah, it's on the other channel. It's on the other channel. See if I find the other channel real quick. Just bear with me. Hopefully, all y'all pressing like. All y'all pressing like. If you're new to this channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. There it is. Uh, yeah. I mean, I found it. I gotta queue it up properly. But yeah, man, don't be a nigga for Trump. You know, I feel like I can tell people watching the channel this. I mean, just like, I mean, just for the sake of not being a nigga, period, for a white person. I mean, especially them. I mean, because we know of the history that we share with those folks. I don't want us to be caught looking stupid, you know, for any politician, because because there surely is a lot out there, a lot of niggas for Biden. Let me stop. Uh, Bad Hombre says Trump 2024. Just don't wear this shirt, bro. Terrell Bentley says, I want to believe that shirt is just a troll move. Okay, I'll respond to the rest of the comments. I found the short on my other channel. Stop this music real quick. I'll restart it when I restart it. Yeah. Trying to keep everything smooth around here. There's no need to have such a tense environment where, everybody just wants to curse at each other. Yeah. But just want to remind you of something. Okay. Hope this hope this is big enough. They don't have a full screen mode for shorts. Like, why would they? So here we go. Fuck, I messed it up. And you. Oh shit. Hold on one second. I messed that up. I had it on mute. Sorry, guys. Ain't black. Uh, Damn it. I want y'all to hear the whole thing. You got to get the full effect. The if you ain't for me and Trump, you ain't black. Some of y'all may not even be aware of this. Probably everybody is watching right now. They should be. It's like I don't care how old you are. Just put this back up here till I get my shit together. Okay, how old you are. Like, you ain't finna just let no shit just just uh just get by you like that. Hell no. All right. All right. Yeah, I got it queued up now. I don't expect y'all to take this deeply personal. I know some of you won't, and then y'all act like just by me showing it that I'm taking it personal. No, I think it's the funniest shit I've ever seen. Believe me. So, so don't think I'm just being like, oh my god, how dare he? All right, here we go. If you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Kev, you actually sit up here and actually do shit like this? Yeah, that's what. Yeah, I do that. Who has time to do this shit? Me. I mean, it's not my artwork that was in the skit, but go ahead and go to my backup channel, BMBBH2 in Kev We Trust. I mean, it's in my channels in my main channel anyway. Go ahead and sub to that channel. That's my backup, just in case something happens over here. Then I'll be over there. Yeah. So yeah, I I tried to make it as terrifying as possible. But even with that, it would never make me mad enough with the Democratic Party to put this shirt on. The fuck is wrong with you? Yeah, when are you gonna drop the link? Uh, Bad hombre, you got to be prepared to what I just got talk about. What I just got through talking about. I can't read the room worth a damn. Sure can't. And I mean and I mean like not being able to read the room is an understatement. You're around a bunch of people who just suffered a terrible tragedy. I mean, unless you want to go ahead and blame it on age, then you're going to compromise any of the integrity of this man's presidency. I'm about to say pregnancy. Shit, I mean, that would be just as crazy, but I honestly laughed at the ridiculousness of him even saying that. Yeah, I'm like, why would any black person make an excuse for this? They wouldn't have gotten away with this shit in 1984. You wouldn't have gotten away with it in 1988. Hell, 1992. Shit, 1998. This is some recent shit. But in 2020, but in 2020, now it's 2023. You're seeing shit like this, but you're also seeing shit like this. You're also seeing shit like this. You're seeing shit like this. I mean, it just gets crazier and fucking crazier. And now you're seeing shit like this. This is the lowest of the low for the black man. I mean, we had a black man join the Klan, but but from what I hear, his difference, his mission doing that was to rehab those white men to see the error of their racist ways. We're still the optics are fucked up on that. But this right here, you are openly asking to get disrespected everywhere you walk. Like walk. Like even notice the guy in the background. The guy with, if you can see, if that's not too blurred for y'all, y'all may be watching on your cell phones. Like the guy with the black hat and like looking like a fat MC8, like MC8 would probably look now. Because after all, last time you seen him was on Menace to Society, and we know how long ago that came out. But MC8 is in the background looking at this nigga like he crazy. And you know, he can't get mad when he say nigga. Can't get mad at all. I mean, he called himself a nigga for Trump. Every time you see this man, you need to say, "What up, nigga? My name is Clarence." No, you a nigga. No, you wearing it. No. Uh-uh. I don't even know the man named Clarence. Yeah, yeah, Kate Williams, exactly. He's looking at this motherfucker like he's fucking crazy. I hope he took his shirt off after he shot the shit. Like shot the video. Like and cut. Let me get this shit off before I get shot. Then Tover said Carlton Way won. At least 80% people didn't want to lose their blackness. Yeah, yeah, and like for real. Think of the amount of people. Like when Trump told people to inject themselves with bleach, and how serious they took that shit. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Because all you could hear for a few weeks was, man, Trump told us to inject ourselves with bleach. I said, man, look, I need full context. Like, I mean, just, 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 just believe in shit. Just, just, just believing shit that people say is what got us here in the first place. If you have a problem voting me and Trump, and you ain't black. What? Huh? You really said this shit? Now we got niggas for Trump. This dude in the picture actually tried to top Joe Biden saying you ain't black. Well, since you said I ain't black, I'm just gonna go ahead and be a nigga for Trump. What up, Raven Knight? I's gonna be a nigga for Trump. You go ahead and do that. You go ahead and be a nigga for Trump. Man. But you know what though? As much as I see stuff like this, and I see and yeah, I don't see nobody else with that shirt on but that idiot. Yep. No, nobody in the picture. I mean, and this is like a more squeezed screenshot. Like in the whole picture itself, like this was a part of a video. You didn't see anybody else wearing that shirt. You ain't seen no woman come up behind them. Yeah, we got our niggas for Trump shirts on. We got them shirts. How? How? Yet another man, another black man. What is it? It's like, damn, you would believe that. You would believe that it's the women that want more attention than the men do. I just showed you two examples of motherfuckers doing shit for attention that were both black men. That would prompt the niggas is done discussion. Niggas is done. If they brought black chattel slavery, he'll be running to the plantation. He said, I always wanted me a burlap pillow. That's one of them guys. I always wanted my fingers to bleed on cotton. The fuck? Right. I always wanted my fingers to bleed on cotton. Always got to be that one. Man, look, there was I don't know, y'all remember this YouTuber? I don't know. She used to be on RBR Network all the time. Queen Mayotte girl. I follow her on Instagram. Uh, like not that like she cool, but I didn't know she was gonna pull some of the shit that she pulls. So she like I open Instagram, and I mean you go check her out if you want to. Um, she's bent over with panties on, and right across her backside she types in "niggas for Trump." Okay, so fellas, I just directed you. Shoot, you might actually enjoy that "niggas for Trump." But this right here on the screen, yeah, American Negro remembers y'all. I remember too. K. Williams said I'm good. There's too many thirst traps out there anyway. Oh boy. All right. So before I drop this link, let me go ahead and just give you a debriefing on what was discussed. This right here may be a rumor, but let me read it anyway. Steve Harvey's wife, Marjorie Harvey, got caught cheating on him with what is worded in my interpretation as a threesome, the bodyguard and private chef. Who called him? Steve? Like I said, where's Rogish when you need him? Bill Murray and Khalees have appeared to have broken up. It's shocker, but it is shit. Could it be possible that Bill Murray has said to himself, I know what the fuck Nas is talking about now? Okay. So internet TikTok sensations that I do not know the name of, according to Phil Brad, I think said that. Grandmother, 61, and her 24-year-old husband, yes, that's you read that correctly, they're married, planning to have first baby together. How? You a goddamn lie. The fuck? Eggs still exist within that? That's the one thing I didn't discuss the first time. The fuck? Man, the motherfucker's gonna come out 25 years old. Fuck out of here. It must be adopted. Hey, hey, the most plausible outcome that this could possibly have is adoption. Otherwise, you are all the way the fuck kidding everyone, including me. All right, what was the other one? Oh yeah, I just got through discussing this, and I discussed the death of these three men right here, and the part of that, the part of my life that they participated in. All right, so we're clear. But if there's nobody that's gonna come up here and discuss what I just discussed, um, then I'll just go ahead and end it in about 10 minutes. I'll continue to talk. All right, but that's right. I'll just kind of let this one stay up here. Yeah, it's a rough week. Raven Knight said rough week. For some, it was Trump getting arrested, especially this guy right here. Obviously, that man probably ain't think about shit else. I'm a nigga for Trump. Hey, one thing you can guarantee about Kev is Kev would never be any non-black person's nigga. Now, if I've seen one of y'all on the street and you be like, "What up, my nigga?" Yeah, I'll let that go. But nah, yeah, this is crazier than those white people that were singing "Jesus Christ is my nigga." No, wait a minute. Let me tell you. No, it's on the same, about the same degree of craziness. The white people saying the N word would always be a little crazy to me. And I think you know why. I explained it earlier if you were paying attention. But just to remind any members watching, there is a new members only video. What I try to do for the members is keep it at evergreen content. So when new members join, uh, the information can still have like some relevancy to it. So, so night ish, what's going on? Thanks for stopping by. But getting back to what I was saying about, you just keeping like membership videos at evergreen content. That way, if I got something to say about somebody, I'll say it out in the open. Even if you see a video and not a live broadcast, note if I said it out in the open. So we're not. So we don't hide here. Like somebody said last week. No, we don't hide. Kev does not hide at all. I'm brutally honest over here. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to agree completely to with you. That's something that should never happen with any of us. None of us deserve for anyone to completely agree with us. Some things you can withhold, but and you can make the choice to be brutally honest if you want to be, but you know, just know it's appreciated over here. So shout out to you guys. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to the membership. Like I said, become a member is only $2.99 a month. But let me and that's $2.99 a month, not $299. Because you have those people out there. If you got guys wearing niggas for Trump shirts, somebody somewhere probably is gonna think, and hopefully nobody's that crazy. Uh, some people probably gonna think, man, that man charged $299. Well, I mean, I've had two people sub since this broadcast opened, so for you guys, especially if you're watching the replay, thanks for subbing. Really appreciate that. Shout out to the new subs. Yeah, niggas for Trump. See if I want to go back in. Yeah, just like K. Williams said, adoption must be the option. We already knew how this was going to turn out. It was just a matter of when. So this could be true. I don't. One thing I'm gonna tell y'all is I don't put shit past anyone. I mean, well, some people you can just trust. People are always looking for folks not to trust, and a lot of that shit comes from the fact that we buy into these people's lives so easily. Some of us do. You know, these people are celebrities. They go by a different set of rules. There will be people that will say that this is just a rumor. You niggas will believe anything. What I'm saying is this: I did not confirm that this actually happened when I first talked about it. For those of you who are joining late, I did not confirm this happened. And, like I said, it's an amusing thought because of what Steve Harvey has represented for like the past 15 to 20 years. I really did like it better in his comedian days, even in his Steve Harvey show days. I give the man his props for that, but all that simping, nah, I will never commend a man for simping. If you give it due, you got to give due. If they make a bunch of money off of it, yeah, he cashed in. But the symbolism behind the message, fuck all that. Keep all that simp shit to y'all selves. Steve is the simp king. The simp king, yeah. Derek Jackson would have made it if he'd have kept his bullshit under wraps. But he Derek Jackson was getting them for a little while, but he been flipping out lately. Somebody just used to just pin him up against the wall and all this other stuff. Yeah, come on, guy. Shoot. Him and his ex-wife. Shit. When you simp out, it always costs you. Yeah, yeah. It's gonna cost you something. It's gonna cost you with the ladies, or it's gonna cost you some respect with some dudes. The only ones that really still gonna respect you is other simps. And then like when simps are around each other, it's like this competition to see who's gonna simp the hardest. Shout out to the breakdown a woman's perspective, but y'all got quite a few simps in your chat. And I mean, like, it's not Concrete Rose or Sister George's fault. It's just some dudes just be simping like that. I mean, it's a simp competition. Like I just like you know I laugh at the motherfuckers because it's so funny yet it's like so disappointing to observe. If you watch this, you watch the breakdown, and you think it's you, hit dog holler. That's all I can say. I learned in my 20s to let the music simp for you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Means to an end. That's what you supposed to do. If you can benefit from some simping without actually simping, I call that a win. Shoot. I remember I did that simp appeal broadcast a while back, talking about all the simp songs. Not really all of them, but I had enough of them songs on there. Yeah. I don't even think I mentioned it that night. How can you use simp songs to your advantage? We were just kind of talking about the simp messages behind it. Yeah, man. She, if you do what you got to do to get yours. I have a lot of R&B music for whatever mood I'm in, but I mostly play jazz. Yes, I went through a stint like the past 3 years where I listen to quite a few jazz, quite quite a bit of jazz. You can't go wrong with jazz. You can't. You really can't. Jazz jazz puts music in that true art form area. Like, 21 Savage talking about what he do is art. No, not compared to jazz. It's all art, man. It's all art. Okay. I mean, in the literal sense, yeah, it's art, but jazz is art. Joe, baby, I wanna do all the. Did he know what the fuck he was saying? All the things your man won't do. Did he even know what he was saying? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. He want to take on trips all around. Yeah, he want to take on trips. I'm for real. Like somebody like Joe would have been like dried up by a couple Instagram models. It's very relaxing. Even a long drive. Although you might want to, you might want to chill in that, relaxing while driving. But like it make. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Like it makes the drive a little bit shorter. Keeps you keeps you in the mood to listen to more. 21 Savage makes music that influence people to act crazy. What kind of art is that? I like Immortal. 21 Immortal. Last week we had the Jazz Fest out here in Long Beach. Yeah. I mean, we had like I like 21 Savage's Immortal. I guess that's only because of Mortal Kombat. Oh, speaking of Mortal Kombat, yeah, I was able to squeeze that from my wife. She getting me Mortal Kombat 1 for my birthday. See, yeah, there are benefits to getting married. One of those very small benefits is birthday gifts. So I will be playing that motherfucker when it come out. I was like, yeah, man. Have y'all watched? Man, like for you video game fans and Mortal Kombat fans, have you been watching them trailers? All of them on YouTube, all the character reveals, all that stuff. Man, this game might actually be the best Mortal Kombat game ever. Like, I'm not even joking. And that's with Mortal Kombat trilogy in existence. I ain't gonna lie, Mortal Kombat trilogy, that was my shit. But it was such a long time ago. I have another scenario. What if margarine is that margarine? That was like that was purposely typed. What if Margarine found out that he was smashing somebody on the side, which made her file for divorce? Oh yeah, they're supposedly filed for divorce, and she want his 400 mil. Which I don't think that's gonna happen. She might get 100 or 200 mil because you know how simps do shit to their own detriment. Oh no, oh no, I will never make you sign a prenup. I will never like stop you. I trust you with all of my assets because, like, where's Rogish? God damn, Rogish. Shoot, maybe if she cheated, then she's gonna get less if it can be proven. Yeah, the whole divorce aspect. I ain't even talking about that. Supposedly, she filed for divorce, and she wants everything. Because she was good enough. She was there for him. She ain't had none of the kids. She already had a kid coming in. She got her own money because of that. Fucking rich dudes getting popular. I mean, she has her own enterprises, but who gave her that mind? Your boy, Marjorie. What she think? I deserve all that. I'm the one that sucked this. Yeah, I ain't gonna say that for real. People be recording shit and then they'll misinterpret the context of the conversation. I learned my lesson about that from Kevin Samuels. The whole asking the man if he had a big D. But you know why she thinks she deserve all that money. Oh shit. What up, bad hombre? What's good? Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. I guess he getting ready over there.
I had YouTube on. What's going on?
Yeah, what's up, man?
Nothing. I just want to make a quick comment. As far as Marjorie is concerned, I wouldn't doubt if that happened. The word on the street is that down in Memphis, she was dating like the biggest cocaine dealer in all of Memphis. And when
Biggest
he got
cocaine dealer.
yeah, and when he got busted, she started dating his brother, who was also a cocaine dealer. So nothing that
You
I
know,
can believe that she did that.
you know
So.
what though? If she was a big time drug dealer and a D boy's girl, like, and looking at Marjorie Harvey, she's seasoned now, so she's a little done. But she could still get men if she wanted to. With that look, I can tell she was way hotter when she was younger. Like kind of like the aura that Lori Harvey carries around now. Marjorie had that aura when she was younger, so I can totally see that. Like she was a killer. She was a killer back then, and I'm not talking about like deleting fools. I'm talking about like she was it. She like I said, she's a little bit more seasoned now because she's done. She probably can still get a man, but like I can totally see her being in that kind of life right there, totally, and her being able to get away with it based on her looks or what her looks were back then.
She's not sweet and innocent, I can tell you that. It's just her aura that she gives off. She gives off the type of aura that she would do something like that. And tell Steve that she did it. And he'll just be like, oh, okay, well, what did I do wrong? I'm sorry. He would apologize to her. He seems like that type of dude.
I was not supposed to be running in here. I was supposed to be counting the buttons on my suit jacket, like shit like that. Anything to not, anything to avoid. That's what simps do. Anything to avoid the reality that these women are just not that into you. They're not that into us as a group of men. The simps will say anything. They will do their best, like he had, to make the general populace of men, especially black men, look bad just so he can look better because he knows who he is. He is simp. He will never get the recognition that he feels as if deep down he deserves. But he will never show you that he is that resentful for it. You are a means to an end. You are a subterfuge for bitches doing dumb shit and making excuses for it. And that's all Steve ever presented. He's a distraction to the conversations that need to be had. Period. He's a
You,
distraction that, like, no shit, man. No bullshit.
you know who's almost as worse as Steve Harvey? That Boyce Watkins, man.
And boys,
I was watching one of his videos, well, a couple of them.
the man
And
who
this dude,
waited. The man who waited till it was his turn. That's who Boyce Watkins is.
Kev, let me tell you, this dude be like, yo, I'm here with my lovely wife, Alicia. I love you so much, baby. And then she'll come on and be like, thanks, boys. I'm like,
Thanks.
dude, boys, you're not self aware with the
She
damn,
said
my
thanks.
brother.
She said thank you. I mean,
Yeah, she just says thanks. And he's giving her all these platitudes, putting her on a pedestal. He calls her baby and my wife. She just calls him boys. Like, that dude
he's
is
doing
not
that.
self aware at all.
Boyce is doing that because it's something he always wanted to do. That's why he's doing it. And he's finally getting a chance to do it. He didn't get to do it in his younger days. So he gets a chance to do it now. And
I
with
want
the
to see.
woman that he always wanted, who, you know, he always kept his fingers crossed. One day she'll be back. She'll be back one day. She'll be back in my life one day. Nigga, you want to look at him and say, nigga, like there's
Yeah.
niggas for Trump. Like,
I had to unsubscribe from boys. This dude was like,
I
he
can't
was
do it
doing a
either.
video. He was like, hey, you know what? I'm live in Denmark with my beautiful wife, Alicia. And then the next video he does, he says, oh, why black people must study Marcus Garvey. I'm like, how are you gonna be in Europe telling and then do a
I don't.
video tell black people about Marcus Garvey and invest in the black community? That's just a level of disillusion and simping, and it's kind of related to the niggas for Trump guy. You got to be able to read the room, and Steve Harvey doesn't do it. Boyce definitely doesn't read the room, and we got to just start. We got to start putting these simps on Front Street
I
so
mean,
everybody
I
can
think
know
that
what not to do.
I think here in the Black Manosphere, especially on this channel, I put Swimps on Front Street quite a bit. That man Carlton Way once said, "Yeah, I saw that too. Thanks, boys." The American Negro, exactly, boy. Like he says the shit, she points at him, exactly, boys, and then just goes on about her business. It's you, you can't imagine a life more ridiculous. Some guys just have Some guys have such bad luck with women that they are grateful to have an attractive woman around. Yeah, yeah. Alicia, she's one of those like she may not be a wall hitter, but she's probably a wall crawler. She probably crawls the wall better than Spider Man, and that's just her practicing getting away from boys when the time comes. Like, yeah, Alicia. She was sure looking at Willie D with bedroom eyes, but
This dude said that him and her ex-husband, they're really good friends. And this dude said out of his own mouth, they talk almost or text almost every day, especially when it's concerning the kids.
because okay, yeah, because of course she got kids by her other marriage. Like, I don't totally disagree with that because the ex husband is, he might as well accept it. But the thing is, he didn't have to put himself in that situation in the first place. Like he didn't, but he, true love. Like, if you believe in love,
I'm a Gen Xer, Kev. I don't even remember some of the women I used to mess with in the
yeah,
90s. I don't know why this dude
yeah, I
decided that she was a catch.
I'm Gen X too, man. It is, we just had a different set of rules, man. We had we had the Snoop Dogg that didn't love them hoes. That's what we had. When we we don't love them hoes. They love them hoes now, man. They love them. They love them up, man. And then she be like, "Thanks, boys." Shit. Carlton Way one. He said, "I like boys, but man, he's down bad." Zentover said, "Boys is one of those hopeless romantics." Yeah, hopeless. Fucking hopeless. Extremely. Like, it's not even. Dude, it's like if Steve Harvey cut a piece off himself and another one grew, it's likely that he grew a voice. That's what it was, man. That's what it was. And I used to frequent Boyce Watkins stuff when he was talking about black economics, but this was before all of this other shit. Like this is before he just like before you even heard a rumor of him sleeping with Yvette Cardell, which wow, uh, that's all I can say. Wow, beauty is in the eye of the beholder for real. What up, hot sauce? Says Steve is a master simp. Yeah, 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 mastered. Like, yeah, it's like he's one of those once in a generation talents. He knows exactly what to say. He pushes that shit. Dr. Umar nipping on his heels though. It's like Dr. Umar and like Steve might be getting tired, man. Like Dr. Umar and Boyce is nipping on his heels. And then you got hopefuls that are adjacent to this space. But we ain't gonna talk about those guys. Like
No, he's definitely a
Carlton
simp.
Way one Carlton Way once said Yvette was a looker back in the day though. Maybe we'll find a picture on Google one day. But what'd you say, bad hombre?
No, I was saying you're right. Umar is he's like a conscious simp. He does the same simp behaviors, but he mixes in enough consciousness to throw people off his trail.
Said Dr. Umar is a passport bro. Or is he just a black man with a passport? But yeah, I heard about that. I saw the post. Yeah, Dr. Umar is a passport, bro. Yeah, but he'll tell all the dudes over here to accept the situation and don't get a passport and get you one of these sisters with only one kid. I mean, it
Uh,
is what it is.
he's another one that's not self-aware. He did a video one time. He was like in Italy, and he was nothing but white women around. And then he comes on the live telling brothers, "Leave these snow bunnies alone. Stay away from the snow bunnies."
We
He
don't.
lacks self-awareness.
Yeah, we don't like the dick police in our neck. Same here, Kev. When Meet Your Ex Cook first cook boys, I was done with him, and when he got the fake teeth and got with Alicia, I cremated him. Yeah, and then Meet Your Ex was the one that ended up taking the Your Black World name from him. Like she got the copyright and stole it, and then he immediately gave up because he doesn't understand how some copyrights work. Like, but it is what it is. Fuck them. That's what I say. I couldn't stay focused with all those women around. Shouldn't. Women do that, especially when you're in a position to do so. Brian VA757, what's going on? Umar saw how fine those Latinos were and gave me an LOL. See, man. I
Yeah.
mean, one thing you have to factor in is that men will be men if they're any kind of man. What up, hot sauce?
Hey, what's up, Kev? Man, I just wanted to call in real quick to say Dr. Umar is not a simp. He tells other black men to simp, but he doesn't. Right?
Mm.
Like if you look at what he does, he's not married to any woman with kids. He's hanging out with hoes like Suki Hana. He's in the DR. Right? He's not doing that shit, but he'll tell other people to do that shit. He's like a what's that dude's name? Derek Jackson. He's like that. He's a hustler.
Oh, he's grifted off of the masses.
Yeah. He's just making that money from black women because at the end of the day, black women, spend the most money in the black community. So it makes sense, right?
Oh yeah,
if you have a black business, you're going to target the demographic that spends the most money, and black women spend the most money in the black community, as all women of all communities do, right?
oh yeah. Women be shopping.
Yeah. So but you don't see him with single moms like Boyce. You see that but you don't see Umar with single moms. You don't see him hanging out with obese women, or you don't see him taking bullshit from black women. You don't see that even on the Cynthia G thing, right? He wasn't like understanding why she was disrespecting him. He said she got mental issues and she got daddy issues. He just didn't sit there and take it, right? He doesn't live where he talks.
No, ain't none of them since would sit up there and do what they preach to other guys. They ain't finna sit up
Yeah.
there and table because they know how much trouble these bitches are. Can you imagine being in an actual kind of, sort of I guess situationship with the likes of Cynthia G? Can't,
Oh man.
with the character that she displays. Hell no, man. No, wouldn't even want to put my thoughts through that. My imagination would just go to shit. It would give up. Kev, don't do that. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Yes. I mean, that's just the situation, man. It's just unfortunate, man, that you know at the end of the day we have brothers problems, right? Because It seems like so many black men are leading other black men to destruction. Because right now, if you're a black man telling black men to date black women in 2023, you are destroying black men. Not all black women are bad, but it's enough to just stay away, right? Because it's the majority, right? And I don't know if a good black woman is worth the risk of what the other black women can do to you in America,
Well,
right? She's not
like,
like a good woman ain't worth that risk. Like I'm not going to risk all the shit I built just for like a 20% chance at a good black woman. And good black women still defend the sisterhood on top of that.
yeah, you don't understand what it's like, shit like that. Uh, I mean, like with something like that in 2023. I mean, it is hard for me to turn around and just like outright disagree with you. It's like you've seen so many situations where it didn't work out for the brother who had. It's especially in recent memory now that you got all this dot culture, whole culture, city girl culture. It's just the ones to be cautious for are the fine ones. I mean, it's
Right.
really nowhere to tell. There's really no way to tell. Seriously, you'll be putting it at risk, and the risk just becomes greater and greater with each passing day. And
Well, yeah, and see that's the thing because even if you tell me they're good black women, I don't believe it. But let's just say for the sake of argument, let's be reasonable. Even if you do tell me there's good black women, is she really worth the risk? Right? Is she that good to be worth the risk? No, I say no.
so, what do you say to a person that says that you got to allow yourself to get to know the person first before you pull the trigger? Is what could you do as a vetting process? What
But
what, what do you believe?
see, the thing about it is vetting works when there's enough of the population that are decent people. If we're talking, okay, let's be reasonable. Let's say, okay, 70% of us are born out of wedlock, right? So we're born to a single mother. So let's say 65 to 70% of black women are just not what you want to marry, right? So even when you're vetting, man, you got to go through seven, like you got to deal with like every 10 people you deal with, you got to deal with seven people on some bullshit. Is it worth your mental peace?
Sound like you're gonna be doing a lot of fucking. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, I got something.
I mean,
Well,
but without the whole commitment thing,
well, I mean, but even when you just fucking, there's going to be drama there. Somehow, some way, there's going to end up being some drama. So why do that when we're? I mean, the internet, right? I'm talking to you guys from China right now.
China.
Why can't you just meet some girl in Africa or wherever you want abroad
Yeah, you
where
can.
vetting would work?
You can. I got something to answer your question, hot sauce. Or I don't know if it was Cab about the whole vetting thing. One thing that I do with a sister, I ask one opening question and they getting to know you. I frame it like this: Your house is on fire. It's burning down to the ground. But you have time to run in and grab one thing. What would you grab? If she says something like, "Oh, my Louis bag, Gucci bag, my shoes," then I'm gonna put her in one category. But then if she says, "Oh, my family cookbook, my baby picture, my photo album," you see how it's kind of going in two different directions with her answer. You just have to ask them questions to get to their subconscious mind, almost like Inception, without them really realizing what you're asking them.
Well, here's my thing. The reason why vetting doesn't work is this. Vetting is supposed to lead you to the right person for you, right? But
Yeah.
what happens what happens when the majority of the population ain't for you. All vetting is going to tell you is she's not the one. That's all vetting is going to constantly tell you, because vetting is a two-part process. Number one, there has to be good enough, there has to be good enough amount of the population that's worth your time. But if the majority of people are not worth your time, what good is vetting? All vetting going to tell you is that she's not the one. That's what it's going to consistently tell you. And vetting is supposed to be used for the purpose of leading you to the right person, right? Because how many women talk about I want a partner instead of I want a husband? How many women will talk about, well, I'm going to be submissive? How many black women right now can cook and stay in shape? Because if your woman is fat, your kids can get diabetes, right? Statistics already showed that for most in marriages, when you get married, you live longer, except for black men, right? We got to do things for black men,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
We don't do
I get that.
things for men, right? And right now, black men, we need to figure out how to develop a chain or a feed of getting good black women that we can marry and we can bring back. Because even with that, when we look at the statistics, right? If you 60% of divorces for people who've been married for within 7 years, within seven, all new marriages within 7 years, 60% end in divorce. The only reason why it's 48 is because of baby boomers, right? But if you take baby boomers out of the equation, 60% of marriages within the first 7 years fail. However, women who are married abroad, women who marry and have a visa or a green card, only 25% in divorce, right? Within a 15-year span, right? So that means out of every one 100 people, that 100 men that get married and bring their wives back home, only 25 of them get divorced. I can handle those numbers because vetting works then, right? Because it'll lead you to the 75%. So
Said
we
that.
gotta.
So you said that inside of 10 years, like if they don't make it to the seventh year, that is likely to end in divorce. Well, it's going to
Uh,
be divorce anyway. What you're
uh,
saying?
one of these divorce lawyers on YouTube, he said, uh, most marriages will end in divorce within the first 7 years. 60% of marriages will end within 7 years in America.
Yeah, you
Sixty
know.
percent.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and tell my wife tomorrow that it look like we stuck together.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But yeah, yeah, man. But what would you say would be your idea? Hot sauce's idea of someone that will. I mean, because it sounds like to me that your goal is economic and growth and padding your resources as much as possible. Um,
Right.
so what do you think it would take for hot sauce to interrupt that maybe a little bit to court a woman possibly into marriage and children? I mean,
No,
because it doesn't for me listening to you talk, it doesn't sound like for you that's too much to goal. I mean,
no,
you're good on
I
the. Go ahead.
no, I absolutely want to get married. I absolutely want to have children. Actually, the only reason why I'm not married now is because I'm in China, and Chinese girls are wonderful, whatever. But I don't want to have mixed kids. Like it's hard enough being black. It's double hard to be a black man with interracial kids, right? I don't need all that stress,
Okay, so what you're
right?
saying is there's no black women where you're at whatsoever. Like
Well,
that
there
because
is there is, right. Well, before the COVID lockdown, there was, right. But I mean, most of them are most of them are same. I man, most of them are just like back home. So, but I would say what I'm looking for in a woman is very simple: raised by a father, respectful, can admit that she's wrong, can fucking apologize, can be an adult and control her emotions like every other race of women. I understand they're more emotional, but they're still adults. Raised by her father, can apologize, can admit that she is wrong, and family first. That's in 5'10" or taller. That's it. and black.
Okay. Okay. So seeing that it's 2020, you don't mind me asking what is your age range if you don't want to say the exact number?
For a wife, between 25 and 30, I guess. Yeah, she needs to be between 25 and 30.
Okay. So what's your age? Don't mind me
Oh,
asking.
I can't hear you. You're a little bit low.
I said, what's your age if you know
44. I'm 44.
44?
Yeah,
All right. So with 2023, you've
yeah.
already admitted there are slim pickings,
In
and
America.
in America, and
Yeah,
you're in China where there's also slim pickings.
for black women.
Okay,
For
for
black
black
women.
women because
Yeah,
you want one 5'10" black.
yeah.
Um,
Because if I was okay with interracial kids, I would have been married. I would have been married. I would have been
okay,
married. Right? Because I
okay,
mean, yeah. I mean, like in China, you pretty much get everything you want. Right? Pretty much. As far as like submissive obedience, right? Like girls in the South, they're even obedient, meaning that they'll call you to ask, are they allowed to go outside, like to that level.
okay. So okay, so the you say the Chinese girls are cool. They're submissive. They're obedient. But
Yeah,
none of the black girls that are in China are like that.
no,
They're just as much as American girls.
they are American.
So
The black women here
they
are
are
American.
they are
Yeah,
American.
yeah.
Okay, so one with a good attitude knows her father, but she's 5'4". You don't want that, correct?
Off, no, 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 no. She needs to be like 5'8" or something, man. Yeah, I like tall women.
Oh, oh, okay, yeah, 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 yeah. I mean, because you only live once, you know.
It's some good sisters out there. The only problem is in 2023 is this social media. The Twitter and the Instagram, IG, whatever. And I think that sisters are being
You gotta. I know myself, and you gotta find a woman that's gonna match your personality. And if I meet a woman, because I'm petty as shit, if I meet a woman that can't apologize, we fighting for years. Because I'm petty as shit.
Woo, man,
yeah, I'm just saying that 2023, a lot of sisters they've just been they're living their reality through Instagram lives.
wouldn't typecast them like that because it's like I know on my Instagram that if I'm gonna at least look at women as a married man, I make sure that those women are top level, and those are not usually the ones that want to be down here with uh,
Yeah,
everyday guys wanting to have relationships and such when they can get some stupid fucking simp cash apping them hundreds of dollars every fucking day. So
yeah. I
yeah,
mean, but but the thing about it is like what I'm asking for is not even that difficult, right? She just needs to be like a person that wants a family, going to put the family first, because I'm putting the family first. I put the family first before my needs also, right? They can apologize, they can say sorry, and right, and willing to work at the marriage even when we're both not happy. And that's pretty much it. She doesn't need to be an 8 or 9. She can be a 6. I don't give a fuck. She can be a 6.
she has to have the ability to apologize
She must apologize. Not did, but she must. She
if
must
she's
say, you know
wrong,
what?
correct?
I'm sorry. Like, because if I'm wrong, I'll apologize, right? Because there
Right.
has to be like for relationships to work, there has to be two people willing to forgive one another. True forgiveness, not bringing shit up later, whatever. Just true forgiveness.
Okay. Do you require submission?
Um, I do, but it ain't like I don't know, because like every woman I did it was Asian, so that they just do it anyway. Like if I talk, they just stop talking. So I don't require it, but I never had to ask for it. You
You've
see what
dealt
I'm
with
saying?
Asian women.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because Asian women, you don't have to require it because you don't need it.
Okay. Could you, if you wanted to, been married to an Asian woman?
I've been, yeah, man, 10 years ago. Hell yeah. Man, I got parents asking me to marry their daughters. Hell yeah.
Hmm, wow. But you wanted black.
Because I want black kids.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, because I wanted the same thing. I didn't want
Right?
my blood. I didn't want my blood. Like I don't knock anyone else for doing it. You
Yeah,
know,
it's nothing,
I'm
it's
not a
nothing.
dick policeman, but that's
But
what I wanted.
I personally don't want to deal with the challenges of interracial kids and talking about like how you identify and at school they call us. I don't want to deal with all that.
Because you didn't want dirty looks from Con and Con Junior. I got it.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't, man. I just look, man. If we're all black, cool. We know how to handle that. Everybody knows she knows how to handle that. I know how to handle that. Right? I don't want to have a little girl and then my wife don't know how to brush her hair and shit. Right? I don't need all that.
okay. All right. So you need someone that's like you, yet we saying the majority of them is problematic. Yeah. So I do admit that. Yeah, I'm glad that I got married when I got married, and it was even slim pickings then, but it wasn't a decision I settled on. I could have went with my original plan, just different women, and just getting the types that I want and enjoying them sexually or whatever. But and I ain't gonna even lie, I wasn't like that for the most part, but that was gonna be the plan. But then I met her, and that was pretty much it. Now we got this charismatic, young, beautiful kid of ours, and that's just how kind of life is sometimes.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is that if I hope for your sake you seem you're pretty much well to do. You got different enterprises going. You know, just just do something to keep yourself active because you're getting older, and once you finally have a child, you don't want to be you don't want to be too far gone to
Yeah, well
to
I
chase
do
that
have a
not chase that kid around because that kid is
yeah,
gonna want to
I do
play and
yeah,
go ahead.
I do have a cutoff date. Well, 'cause I look young as shit, no gray hair, no wrinkles, whatever. Most people still think I'm like 20 something because I don't
Yeah.
have the stress of a wife and kid, right? I don't have that
The
stress,
stress.
right? Because all my friends who married, they got gray hair or they're balding. I don't have any of that shit,
All
right? Because
right.
I only have to worry about myself, right? That's all I had to ever worry about. So that's not too stressful, just taking care of yourself.
Okay.
So, but I do like if I'm like 47 and I'm not married yet, then I'll just be
Don't
alone.
let it stop you. No, I wouldn't say don't let it stop you because 50
I'm not I'm not gonna be 50 something changing shit diapers. Nah,
shit, shit
I
diapers.
got yeah. So I mean, I'm gonna be moving from China to Africa full time. So there, I should be all right to get a wife right in no time.
Africa.
And
All
which part of
right.
Africa?
Kenya.
Oh, perfect. I heard now they said Kenya anybody could be a citizen now in Kenya. What I'm hearing
Uh,
now. So,
I don't know that. I don't know that, but
yeah.
uh, I know like the visa thing is easier to get if you're African American and stuff like that. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I'm
They
trying to
kind of lower a lot of requirements in Kenya right now. But we're not gonna talk about that. Let's stay with subject at hand.
yeah.
What's good, Kev? What's good? What's good?
What is good? Chaos reign. What it is, bro? Uh,
Yes, I'm looking at this thing with Mr. Harvey and Miss Marjorie. Are there any old pictures of Marjorie? Because they said she looked really good back then, like 30, 40 years ago, man.
no,
But she looks good.
I literally said it. I literally said that like 20 minutes ago. Like, yeah, she had been like some killer looker that was just,
I gotta see some old pictures
she had to
because
have been so beautiful to the point where she could just let some shit slip by, like with some like cocaine possession or something, and then like she just rub her finger across the officer chest and she can just get away with it. Like she had to have looked that good.
Well, I mean, Lori Harvey is a knockout, right? And even now, like how old is she now? Like 50 something?
she's now 59 years old. She'll turn
All
60
right,
next
so
week.
I mean, for a 59-year-old, I mean, I don't know what she looks like with makeup, but she don't look bad, man.
She
She
don't
don't
look
look
bad
bad.
59, but we talking about like her days when she was 20,
Yeah, yeah,
25. 30.
Yeah,
Like she had to been killing every fucking thing.
yeah. Well, I mean,
So,
she looks better than 90% of 59-year-olds now, right? So you can just imagine how she looked when she was 20.
Like Al B. Sure probably saw her and they inspired in effect mode.
Yeah,
Al B. Sure is like the first light skin to ever hit
yeah, 'cause-
music.
yeah.
I'm
Even
just like,
even
Fucking Christopher Williams.
even what is that girl named J Lo? Right, she's 50 and she still look
J-Lo.
good.
Yeah. J Lo, yeah, she was quite
She
chilled
looks
out back in her younger day. Yeah, she
not,
had.
but J Lo 50 today still looks better than a lot of girls 20.
Yeah, I have to agree with you on that. But like with Marjorie Harvey, like she had been killing like everything. She
Yeah.
probably had the alluring presence that Lori has right now. Lori Harvey probably like if she dropped Damon Idris tomorrow, which is according to her past history likely to happen, but they seem to be hanging in there. If she dropped Damon Idris tomorrow, she got probably about 5, 6, 50 backup plans because
See,
she.
man, I apologize, but see, if you're rich and you're dating Lori Harvey, you're a simp. You're a fucking simp. Because you can literally, I mean, you're a multimillionaire and you're fucking famous. What Victoria's Secret model can you not get? Lori Harvey is good looking, but she ain't Victoria's Secret level good looking. Same thing with Steve Harvey, man. Why in the hell would you get a single mom and you're rich and you're
He's him.
famous
Cause he a simp.
and you're tall and because he's 6 foot tall, rich, fucking famous, and he's not fat? How the fuck do you end up with a single mom as a black? That looks bad for black men. That
Actually, to be honest with you, I don't knock his choice in a woman that has kids because he has kids. And not like see where I was gonna say. Oh, let's listen. Oh, let's listen. And now I see where I said I'm gonna get a 20-year and then start a family again. Once a man hits around at the time we met Marge, he's like he was in this term 40. He ain't gonna be seeking no younger woman just to have kids after that.
no, but you can find a woman who don't want kids and want to focus on her career or some shit.
Yeah, but
Well, if you career focus, she gonna put
at
that
this
at number
point,
one.
they want to even think of that shit. You get me? Person.
All right, let me give a shout out in the chat. Black Light Revelations 2, what's going on? Member of the channel. Thank you for your support. He said, this the wife who used to be with the big time drug dealer dude. She turned around and cheated on Steve. I wonder how he's gonna blame that on men. Simp. Uh Allegedly. It's still not all the way confirmed. I mean, yeah, one would believe that is plausible though. All right, so what's going on, Rob? Say what chapter from Steve's book is he going to refer to deal with this dilemma that he's in? Probably the probably the secret chapter containing the threesome. Because let me read this again. Because this is how I took it. Steve Harvey's wife, Marjorie Harvey, caught cheating on him with their bodyguard and private chef. It's like what it's like. Look, anybody that's watched enough porn knows what happens in a situation with two guys and one woman. So I don't need to go into graphic detail. But damn, it's like I took it as like at the same time, like both of them. That's disgraceful.
But I mean, how niggas on your payroll
That man said
banging out?
chapter three. So what's going
I
on?
mean,
Go ahead, though.
no, I'm just saying how niggas on your payroll banging your wife. That is disrespectful.
I don't know. I don't know. Probably. I can't. I
Like
don't
I'm
know.
I'm I'm signing your checks, and you up there inside my wife. That's wow.
It is. I mean, but I would more than likely call that a win for the bodyguard and the private chef. Can
Well,
you imagine telling this story to your homies? Man, we were banging Steve Harvey wife out like a motherfucker, man. Like, can you imagine that kind of notoriety in the hood?
man, I don't know, man. I don't
Obama's
know.
private chef drowned, but that story kind of got buried. So
Wow.
what's up with that?
I don't
He
know. That
saw
ain't the
something.
topic.
He probably saw something he shouldn't have saw.
Yeah. He probably did. You know.
Hey, question. Do you think Marjorie looks better than Rebecca Lynn Pope? And they're like 10 years apart?
I prefer
Yes.
Rebecca Lynn Pope.
No, I
Because
think
Marjorie, if I'm
I
looking
like
at
both
pictures,
women.
She
Like
not fat.
Marjorie probably has that. She probably has some of that potent sexuality left. So I can't really say, but just me right offhand thinking with, my other brain probably would.
Mhm.
If I could get Rebecca Lynn Pope first, I probably would go for Rebecca Lynn Pope
No, I
because
don't think.
because
I
of
don't
the
think.
thickness.
Is her husband a simp?
I don't know. No, no, no.
Uh,
Right? They married. They have kids together. All that. I mean, no.
he's not a simp for loving his woman. I'll say that much because
Yeah, no.
he made a whole video talking about somebody called me a simp. You got that old man rage. I'm starting to get that shit a little bit too. Like he was
Yeah,
like hell no, I fight one of you niggas. Like you can't be a
but
simp for loving your wife. But
but
Steve
No,
Harvey,
because she be doing videos telling sisters to get white men.
yeah, I
I'm
think
like,
he
well,
hates.
wait a minute. You're married to her brother. So what's up with that?
I think he hates his race, but he's not a simp. I think he thinks most black men ain't shit. Like most black people do. Most black people think black men ain't shit. So, but that doesn't make him a simp, right? That just makes him think black men ain't shit.
that's a younger picture of Marjorie.
Yeah, hold on. Let me make sure.
Yeah, I told you she was
Yeah,
banging.
yeah.
She
Go
was
ahead.
banging coke
Yeah, that's
dealers.
what it said. That's what it says. I mean, 'cause I'm trying to look at her eyes. The eyes match most because she has like the light greenish hazel eyes, and this one doesn't look like it shows.
If
Unless
that
the
if
picture.
if that if that's Marjorie Harvey younger, I can see exactly what happened.
It's hard to tell. I mean, the face look like. I'm looking at everything, including the eyes. And this one,
Those
No,
coke dealers in Memphis. She was competing to get the top kingpin.
if that woman is Marjorie in a black and white, she's just okay. I don't think she's that attractive.
yeah.
I don't. She's not that attractive.
Well,
Yeah, well,
that's a picture, a picture and the real thing. Cause see, me saying Lori Harvey is who she is one thing when
yeah,
I
check
look
her
at
eyes.
pictures. But
Yeah,
when you look,
definitely should look like.
when you see her mannerisms when she speak, that puts her on another level. That's just me though. But Lori Harvey, she doesn't. She Lori Harvey kind of skinny, but still, is Lori Harvey. But the proof is definitely in her pudding. You know, the man said, "Old man rage example. You know not to fuck with me right when I get off work. Fuck you won't." Shit. Yep, confirmed. I'm confirming that shit. Shoot. But anyway, yeah. If that's her, she ain't bad. That's what I'm talking about. Zentoba, she ain't that bad looking. Like in person,
You
that
know, you
probably
know how
was much
tall
more
Marjorie
serious.
is.
Say
You
what?
know how
Who?
tall she is. You know how tall Marjorie is.
Audrey is probably like she looks like she's 5'4", 5'5".
No, she's 5'8".
5'8". Oh shit. Yeah,
She's
that
an
that
Amazon.
yeah,
Woo.
yeah. In heels, yeah, that puts her at like 5'10", 5'11". So
Yeah,
yeah, so I can see that. I can see that cocaine bear this then.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, I mean, tall women, man, tall women are gorgeous. Like, what's that girl's name? Coco Jones. She's like 5'10", on that show Bel Air. Beautiful.
Which one? New Bel Air?
Yeah, the new one.
Let me,
Her
let, me,
name
let,
was.
me, let me look her up. I'm gonna stop showing
She
this.
she's beautiful. She's like 5'9", 5'10". She's gorgeous. And the other
Coco
girl,
Blair.
she's on Grownish. I forgot her name.
Coco Blair.
Oh,
Coco
Coco
Jones.
Jones. Coco Jones.
All right, let me go. Oh yeah, I think she's from African. Let me check. Let me check. Look her up. I think she's really from the continent. I'm sure where she's from.
Say, what about man?
Yeah,
Get the fuck
yeah, she's
man.
she's 5'10".
Carlton Way one. Like hell no. Horse
My bad.
Prayer, she's okay. Okay. I say okay to that. What's going on, Porch Prairie?
Yeah, Coco Jones and what's the other girl name? Justine Sky.
Remember, women were more natural back then. So yeah, season life. Good to see you. Man, let me tell you something. I saw a short Angry Man did. He did it on the girl that was on Are We There Yet? Taking a look at her now, I
Oh
like
yeah, yeah.
I was like,
She
my
looks good.
God. I
She
was
looks
like, my
good.
God, King. I got eyes. Like, damn.
Yeah, she looks good.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, I just think yeah, I just think he just hates black men, but he's not a simp. But Steve Harvey is definitely a simp.
You know, I believe one of the finest sisters of all time was Diane Carroll. Back in the day, like 60s Diane Carroll. She had this dark caramel Japanese thing going on. I don't blame Sidney Poitier for having an affair with her for over 30 years.
Yeah, it's because Sidney Poitier and Diane Carroll, because Sidney Poitier actually liked black women. So Eartha Kitt,
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck you was talking about.
Yeah, Earth Kit, yeah, said, what me a man control? She look at you, buddy.
Also, when Meg Thee Stallion was like 50 pounds lighter, she looked good too.
Oh,
Ugh.
When she was 50 pounds lighter, not now. When she was
Yeah,
50 pounds
she was
lighter.
like, oh yeah, that's the one that put Tory Lanez away, and she and she was on stage and said that she said she doesn't need men, or she was speaking for all women. She don't need men. We want y'all, but we don't need y'all. I'm like, when
Well,
is she
see,
going to hire? When is she going to hire her all female security team? Her with all female bodyguards. That's what I want to see. This.
but
She
you see,
never.
Pep, this is my point, right? This is my point. Vetting is not going to do you any good because they're pretty much like that. So my thing is now, if you're a black man and you get caught up, I'm just going. It's your fault now. There's too much information. The black manosphere, black male media. There's just too much information right now for you to be caught up in this shit. So whatever happens to you now is
yes.
your fault.
Yeah, I just googled Sidney Poitier and Diane Carroll. Yeah, it's true. That's the first thing that came up when you put both them names in.
She was a banger back in the day. A straight banger.
Man said these giant quiches aren't hot. Cosmic Warrior, what's going on? Cosmic Warrior. That super thick chick that was in Angry Man short was not the same chick that was in Are We There Yet? The real woman
Yeah,
that is
that
posted in the
was
comment. Oh, okay. Oh,
yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
yeah.
Well, that chick still was super thick.
Man, you crazy, man. Like, those giant creatures are gorgeous.
Oh yeah.
Long legs, man, you fucking crazy, man. All black women are gorgeous.
Oh yeah. But poor Spirit said, nah, Meg was like a man. I mean, she thinks that she has the
Now,
same.
yeah. But when she was like 50 pounds lighter, she looked like a woman.
Well, Eartha Kitt's legacy, season life. Eartha Kitt's legacy is some white frat boy that doesn't even look like he knows black people. Yeah, and she died kind of miserable. I mean, as far as her describing her, need for love or whatever, uh, she, yeah, just wasn't good for her. Like I think she said Harry Belafonte looked at her and said, "You can do nothing for me. No black woman can do nothing for me," or something like that. I mean,
She looked
okay.
like a homeless one, a crazy homeless woman in her later years.
A lot of hot old school black women, no BBLs. Yeah, yeah, yeah. BBL, like we want, like I can say that we like bigger butts, but I do at least. But
Yeah, but that shit can't be crazy though.
yeah, yeah, like a BBL, like when it's obviously fake.
Yeah.
Uh, Lisa
Like I
Ray,
would
go ahead,
I
go
would
ahead.
say I would say the last good looking black woman was probably the late 90s, early 2000s. That was the last like natural, good-looking black women.
Okay.
Now everybody's like overweight, BBLs, got this, got that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the Instagram model that was in that picture was Kenara Stone. Yeah, that was in that picture. He said that was a girl from Are We There Yet? But it turns out it wasn't her after all.
Yeah.
That's who Cosmic Warriors. Like I just googled it. Yeah, that's her. That's not the girl from Are We There Yet though. Let me, in fact, let me go ahead and you know.
No, but the girl Are We There Yet? She looks good. I think she's married, right? She's married. She's a lawyer. She's married with kids. Like she did the right thing.
All right, so let me go ahead and share the screen with y'all real quick. Big
She,
butt on a
she
thin girl's where it's at. That's what Porsche Perry said. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say this. Yes, yes, that she. Oh, that's the
nah,
picture right there. He put on. Yeah, yeah.
nah, that's not attractive. That's not attractive at all.
I mean, now that it confirmed that she's not the Are We There Yet girl, she look like every other Instagram model with a big butt that I be
Yeah,
seeing.
I mean,
Like, but I mean, I give it to her though, man. It's like,
no, but if you look up the Are We There Yet girl, the real one, she like I don't know, man. I like natural looking women. I like natural beauty. I don't like makeup. I don't like all that shit.
I think
Like Are We There Yet?
this one right here look like she a little okay without makeup. She a
Are We
little
There?
okay, but there yet girl.
Cass, Cass,
Yeah,
Cass.
yeah, put Cass. Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, there
Uh,
she is. Alicia.
Lindsay, Alicia
Uh,
Allen. She's a
no,
little
no, no,
girl.
no,
No, no, she's not a little
no.
girl.
Lindsay. No, no, no. Are We There Yet? Movie cast. Movie cast.
Let me check. Are we there yet?
No, because it's Ice Cube, not Terry Crews.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, this movie right here. Are we there yet? IMDb. Uh, Alicia Allen. Is, all right, let me look up Alicia Allen. Okay.
Now, with
I don't
Xfinity
know.
Mobile, we
That
get the
is.
fastest.
Uh, I just want to see who she is. That's why I'm looking this up.
If you just do Are We There Yet? Movie cast on Google, she'll come up as Alicia Allen.
Yeah, found her. The in and out. That's a YouTube video.
Yeah, there she is right there. She's pretty.
Okay, but no, that's not the
She's
Instagram girl.
32 years old. 32 years old now. So
Yeah, I think she's now like 38 years old. The real
32.
32.
Yes.
Yeah, natural,
Okay,
pretty,
yeah,
not
yeah,
like.
that's her. That's that.
She's average at best.
No, I think she's pretty.
She was man.
Okay.
All right. Well, that's her right there. So, all right.
Oh damn. Hot sauce come? Oh no. Yeah, I mean,
It look like
a
hot
lot of people
sauce
get
is
we get full. Say, look at that big behind. I said her body look good. The actual picture of her. I don't know what the other picture is, but it's like clickbait. Some good clickbait.
well, to each his own. To each his own. I would say. If that's your style, it's your style. If it isn't, it isn't. Yeah, but just want to see if y'all wanted to comment on any of this other stuff.
She pretty, nose is kind of big. Find that one black chick that played on the show Black Sails, says Ray Hama. Uh, mm, Black
Say again.
Sails. Say one chick that play on Black Sails.
I never watched
Uh,
it.
yeah, it's a pirate show.
Black
We got the
Sea.
cast.
It's on Netflix.
It's a television show, but I don't know if it's on Netflix. What's her name? Zithu Lomo or something like that. Yeah, she alright. I see pictures of her. Her name is Zithu Lomo Mac. She African chick, South African. Yeah, yeah. So let me just see if y'all want to see comment on any of this right here. You know, we already did Stephen Marjorie, Khalees and Bill Murray. Like we ain't see that shit coming. I mean, but you know, it's just the whole crazy thought because I actually tried to. I don't know. I don't know if y'all want to call it defense. I tried to find some reason in it. You know, maybe she had an old white guy fetish. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, maybe that. You know, she wanted her zaddy. She thought that he was nearing death, especially with COVID. So she thought she was gonna get some of that money, but they said it didn't last 2 months. Her reasoning, from what is reported, she said it just ran its course. It's like, damn, it ran its course before it started. But hey, with is whatever on that. To each his own. You know, there's some YouTuber somewhere saying Holes is winning. You niggas is crazy. Holes is winning. Stuff like that. But it could be that Bill Murray was like, damn, I see what the fuck Miles was talking about. So yeah, so I also mentioned this right here. This is kind of a post that was going around on Facebook saying grandmother 61 and her 24-year-old husband are planning to have their first baby together. Um, yeah, Kay Williams was like adoption might be the option for these two because it ain't gonna get they're probably not gonna get it through conception. It's probably not gonna happen. Plus, uh, you know, I kind of gave the what the fuck explanation on this thing. Uh, yeah, then we discussed this shit right here. Say what planet? It says is a planet called Earth. You know, maybe not the Earth that everybody else is from, but definitely the Earth that they're from. Horse Perry said Khalees is looking rough these days. And what you talking about with it? I don't know. Maybe if she's one of those women that has adopted the philosophy that if you ask her to smile, she should be able to kick you in your nuts. You know how feminists are. But
Wow.
anybody that's thinking about they want to put a shot at Khalees and hook up with Khalees or whatever, she is officially on the market.
Good luck to that. And she don't got no
This chick,
kids either. And
this chick, this chick's biggest selling song was "I Hate You So Much Right Now." This should be a warning to every man to stay away from her.
No, her
Yeah,
biggest
man.
selling song was Milkshake.
Yeah,
Released
milkshake.
out. Yeah, it was Milkshake. I
It was
mean, but
milkshake.
that's a strong second.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Nas still hooked up with her, still had a kid.
He should have known what he was
Still went
getting
through all that
into after
bull.
that.
Okay.
Still went through all that bullshit with her. So but this is where this is. Would you call this one down bad? Either one of you, would you say hold the winning or down bad with this one? How do y'all vote? Okay, so we talked about that. We talked about this. We talked about niggas for Trump. They're
I don't
500 light
like. I
years.
don't like the shirt. I don't like the shirt. I'm just gonna sound like a pivot, but I am aware that there are a lot of Gen X black men who like Trump for whatever reason. So I can understand, but I don't approve of it. And apparently, after this indictment, the niggas in the hood are going crazy over Trump. They're saying that Trump is the new big meat and free Trump.
Well, just
I don't understand it.
so what you're saying is that it was one of the points I made earlier that this gives rise to the narrative that black people like criminality. This Trump, this whole Trump, they thinking Trump is somewhat black now just because he went to jail, kind of like Bill Clinton playing the saxophone type deal.
Well, if I'm being honest, like I said, Gen X black men liked Trump way before this. And it was the most hood dudes who were the first ones going back to 2016 were like, yeah, I fuck with Trump. So this criminality, I think that subconsciously is messing with everybody, black and white, because
And people,
on the
yeah,
one hand, with this Georgia thing, you have a black woman DA who's bringing the charges, and I think that a lot of white people, even though they may consider themselves Democrats, they may not appreciate that. If that makes any sense. Even though they say, "Oh, I'm a Democrat, I would never vote for him." I mean, this thing is levels to this shit, and I think that something deeper is going on. But I'll
man,
tell you
look,
this: there's, I think he'll definitely beat Biden.
yeah, I mean, if Biden don't keep doing dumb shit like going to Maui and talking about his damn car almost got burnt up when hundreds of people died, dumbass. But but see, the thing is, people blame it on him. Oh, he just old. He just say anything now. Then he's not fit to be president. They're like,
Yeah, he's
he,
not fit to be
then
president. You don't see
yeah,
now.
yeah. But let me finish real quick. If there's not some emergent superstar from each from each from each party if there's not an emergent Democrat superstar, which we have yet to see, because we've seen what the Republicans got, and that Vivek guy probably is if he probably could pull out in front if he wanted to, but that's just based on the opinion of someone else. So I mean, but from what I saw of the debate is like people making pretty good points, but I'm just not a proponent of a lot of the shit that they were talking anyway. So yeah, somebody need to emerge as a superstar because if we keep fucking up, Trump will probably actually get back in office. And from what I can tell, it doesn't feel any different for me, any president. So it's like I'll probably get a little amusement off seeing people bothered. But you know, it's just like I'm just gonna do what I've been doing for the past few times I voted. I'm just gonna vote for the person that align with my interests. And that's what I recommend everybody should do because giving our vote away, they won't work for it. Period. So well, just do what you want to do. I would say do where you feel your heart is going. If you want to vote for Trump, shit, I'm gonna be the one to say, hey, by all means, go right ahead. But it's just that Biden Harris is just I don't know. I just don't know if that's the ticket that's gonna get the White House back. People might just do it anyway, but you know, it's whatever on that. Well, so what do y'all think?
I agree. I don't really see a superstar coming from anywhere because they already shot their load. Um,
Yeah, and
the
then like
Republic, yeah, they already shot their load. The Democrats, they don't have anybody. Listen, they got RFK Jr. running, but Biden won't even debate him. This is like
does it
the
look like
former.
Biden can survive a debate right now, like in his declining mental state? Like I said, it's Ronald Reagan all over again. Like remember how Ronald Reagan was at the end of his presidency? Man, well, I mean that's for people who are
Yeah,
that
Ronald Reagan
age,
was senile. It was getting senile as hell, man.
and they still
At his
voted for
age,
that
man.
motherfucker. So it wouldn't surprise me if they voted for Biden again. But like I said, I see a couple of y'all down there. It's not like let me. Let me see. Shinji Shinobi
No,
said
I don't want all of
Trump is all
America to look
American.
like
That
California.
Trump is Shinji Nobi said Trump is all American. That takes no shit. Um, Black Like Revelation said embarrassing. Stormy Daniels is ashamed of riding this dick. Why aren't all the loser ass motherfuckers who love him so much? Uh, LMAO, they all support Trump. Um, Trump's got this one. I mean, but the point I was trying to make with the other image is, look, I ain't a nigga for no white man, let alone Trump. I don't know why the fuck this dude doing what he doing right now. But for I'm not gonna go through it again. I've spent about 30 minutes on this shit. So replay gang, you got this. But I seriously object to. I don't give a damn how mad I am with one political party. I'm not gonna stoop to this level right here. The shit's dumb. So American Negro said they're gonna find a way to sabotage Trump, and we're gonna have the scientists as the new president. DeSantis. Oh, DeSantis. Let me tell you something, man. It's the 2024 presidential election. Even though I don't feel a president anymore, even if my candidate wins, it's like what the fuck black people are getting. What's gonna be there for black people? I don't think that it affects us that much. I think that we need to, as a people, we need to make for the best lives that we can possibly build for ourselves, and because at the end of the day, that's what we're doing anyway. So I think that we just need to focus on that and but focus on what you want to focus on. Don't let me tell you everything to do. Shit, I'm chopped liver as far as you're concerned. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm gonna vote with for the candidates that align with my interests. And that's gonna take some research. Research is a good idea. I mean, say LMAO, that dude on the picture said Trump for King 2024.
Yeah, they probably will do another crime bill. So this will be Biden's third crime bill.
Man, but the crack, man, it seems like every crime bill or every crime law that disproportionately affects blacks, Biden has always had some involvement with it. And, but he did apologize, or if y'all want to call that an apology. That's the argument that a lot of Biden supporters use. He apologized. It took a man of character to apologize and then come in front of all of y'all and say you ain't black. If you have a problem between me and the other candidate, choosing between me and the other candidate. That's really when he said that shit. You should have said, if you have a problem choosing between me and Trump, that's a reflection on how people look at me. That would have been the most honest answer that he could ever have said. But he said, you ain't black. Something that I repeatedly said earlier that you could never get away with saying in 1984, 1998, 1992, 1996. But for some reason in 2020, the motherfucker could. So just whoever, whatever, you can say better than Trump. I can say you're a goddamn fool, but whatever. It's like you ain't gonna. There's a bigger agenda that's afoot, and the president is only the face of that shit. So I just blame me all you want for losing faith in presidents and their power and their capacity to do things, but just yeah, think what you want to think. You have the freedom as an American to do so.
Yeah, if I'm honest, Biden is so suspect
Yep.
after looking into his background and all the shadiness he's into. That's got me looking at Obama sideways because Obama's the one who chose him. Because before Obama, Biden was like a loser. The only thing he did was the crime bills and talk down to
I wouldn't
black
call a
people.
I wouldn't call a loser. I wouldn't call a person a loser if he keeps getting elected. If he keeps getting elected into the same position for years upon years. You don't call a guy like that a loser, so to speak. You can say he's corrupt or whatever, or he owns some shady shit. but a loser, I don't believe Joe Biden is. I think that he is a winner, and this not to see now whatever strategy he used to stay in office all that time. It was a pretty effective, I would say, and I really did not expect him to with his decline in mental state ever to become president, but there has been so much hate it that's been that's so much hate that's been stoked for Trump. And like when the mainstream media pushes something, you best believe that most people are gonna pay attention. Especially if it starts from a root feeling. Like a lot of people ignore that. A lot of people ignore a lot of what Trump has done also. And we gotta be honest with ourselves about it. But when all I'm gonna say is this: if you're gonna argue on behalf of Trump, please have your ducks in a row. It's just what it is. And right now it's too much of a conversation for me to have at this point. I just don't really give a fuck anymore. Whatever happens, happens next year. Just remember, whatever fucking happens, you voted for it. Man said,
It
I
just
want.
seems weird that a guy that campaigned from his basement got the most votes in U.S. presidential history. I'm not saying that anything funny went on with that election. I'm just saying it kind of seemed weird. Biden would do a rally, 5 people would show up, if that. So I don't know.
I want to build private prisons and lock up heroin addicts for extended sentences and lease out the labor. I would close down every safe injection site and fertility clinic in America and make sure suburbs have a minimum of 6 liquor stores in each city. Good God. Also want to turn rap into a private industry. A pipeline to help with the pipeline to get these laborers that we can lease out. Yeah, they be calling you the Black Biden. You can call me Apocalypse. Okay. So okay. Also just gave a little homage to these 3 guys right here. All 3 of them passed this week. Terry Funk, middle aged and crazy. Bob Barker, legendary host of The Price is Right, and I also remember him beating the shit out of Billy Madison and Bray Wyatt, who was only 36 years old. If you watch present day WWE, you know who he is. We I do have some wrestling, some subs that are wrestling fans, and a few people that participate in this live. So, okay, well, Chaos Rain, do you have anything else you would like to say before I shut this mother sucker down?
No. Terry Funk died this year. I thought he died a couple years ago.
No, no, no. Terry Funk died on Wednesday.
Let me look that up.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I
Terry.
think I think he was still alive at the time. I'll look him up. And Bray Wyatt?
Bray Wyatt died of a heart attack, and it was due to complications with COVID, aggravating a heart issue. Many will probably start to do their little conspiracy theories thing and say he probably took the jab because the jab is like. And look. This is speculation. This is things that I hear. I am not confirming it, so don't try to accuse me of misinformation. But it's strange that there's a lot of people who are athletic caliber having these heart issues. So
So is Terry Funk 80 years old this year?
he was 79 when he passed.
Yeah, so he's
Uh,
gonna turn 80 this year. Let me
yeah,
check. Let me double check.
yeah,
Let
yeah.
me fact.
Bob Barker was 99.
Yeah, so Bob Barr was gonna turn 100 this year.
Yeah, he was gonna turn 100 this year. Bray Wyatt was only 36. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's not something that I mean, as a wrestling fan, ever since I was a real little one,
Yeah.
I understand the impact that this has on people's fandom. As far as being a fan of WWE, WWF. You're an old school fan. I remember the NWA and all the other little territories.
Mhm.
Yeah, the Terry Funk, and Bob Barker was a significant part of my life growing up. I'll say that. And
Mhm.
me being a wrestling fan still to this day, I know all about the hype behind Bray Wyatt. So yeah.
Oh, actually, he died like the 23rd days ago. Okay. No, actually, he's 79. So it's actually he is 79 this year. Okay.
Yeah, 79. Terry Funk 79.
He's
Bob
79.
Barker was
So
not.
he,
Yeah.
yeah, Bob Barkley is 99. So if we look at on a racial difference, I would say Bob Barker it's like a 21-year difference from Terry, so he could be his son. If he had the kid by himself. Ain't that coincidence?
Yeah, yeah,
Interesting.
yeah, yeah. But
Yeah.
yeah. Raven Knight said,
Either,
"Long live the Fireflies." Yeah, yeah. Because that was kind of thing when Bray Wyatt, when they would cut off when they would cut off the lights in the arena, everybody put their lighters and their cell phone lights up in the air, and it looked like fireflies. So yeah, like for real, like there was so much depth to the character that he would play on WWE television because it is a character study with with athleticism that they had to do. They had to be at the top of their game for for that shit. People say wrestling's fake, but like there are like a lot of pro athletes in other professions that wouldn't be able to wrestle at the level, especially at the level where they do it today. Like but
mm-hmm,
even back then, like they used to wrestle 330 days a year.
mm-hmm,
Yeah, they used to like their bodies will still be beat up, and like they had to enact like newer wellness and stricter wellness and drug policies because the
yeah,
wrestlers would get addicted to painkillers. And
yeah,
the
because they be out there. Yeah.
yeah, so yeah, especially Terry Funk been in some of the craziest matches that I ever seen. Like yeah, like until he was good and old, he was doing that shit. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and Marcus Romero production says I remember when Terry Funk was in ECW. He was one tough ass old dude. He became ECW's world champion for a stint. And like I was talking about earlier, he had that barbed wire match with Sabu, where instead of ring ropes, they used barbed wire, and it was
Mm-hmm.
actual barbed wire. Like that shit
Mm-hmm.
was crazy as fuck to look at. I was like, oh man, it could be, because people will speculate, man, they could have like rubber tips on the barbed wire, man. You know what? That's it. That's probably nah. It was real barbed wire. It was shredding through their fucking not tights, but it was shredding through their fucking clothes because Sabu used to wear like the baggy pants, and it shredded completely through that. Plus, you would see the barbed wire whips all over their skin. They were bleeding all over the place. No, it takes a special kind of person to be able to beat themselves up like that, and just to entertain people, just to say people sitting in, just to make people in the crowd say, "God damn, like shit, what the fuck is going on here?" Yeah.
Hmm.
Carlton Way
Wow.
said wrestlers also had to drive themselves from town to town with little pay. Yeah, like in WWE, shit, they used to have to pay for their rental cars. Like Mark Henry had a story about how The Rock used to go in and charm the girls at the rental car places to get free rentals.
Hmm.
Like, yeah, they had to do all that shit, pay for their own hotel rooms, all that stuff. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
What they did was they had to get popular, and they had to come up with a T-shirt and sell merchandise. And the wrestlers that would make some real money from that was like guys like Stone Cold, guys like The Rock. Their T-shirts were just being sold left and right. And shoot, I used to have a couple Rock T-shirts. I lost them. I hate that shit. But anyway, yeah, yeah. This week in Effery, this week in Effery, we seen some Effery this week, and it is up. It is on me to remind you of the Effery that you might have saw this week as well. And if you didn't see it, you heard it here first. Hell, that's some great shit too. So yeah, man, these are examples of how crazy the world is, and a few examples about how life is fragile and short, and you should take advantage of everything that comes your way. So yeah, just gonna go ahead and bring this one to an end now. So, like I said, it's unconfirmed, confirmed, social media bullshit. Niggas for Trump, and rest in peace to these gentlemen. So, anyway, for the guys who came here, hot sauce, bad hombre, and chaos rain. Appreciate you guys participating in the discussion, especially you
Hmm.
down in the, especially you guys down in the chat. And to the membership. Remember, if you are a member, I got another members only video up. So also for those of you who aren't member, you can join for $2.99 a month. We but got a few things going on this channel now. But I will see you guys live for the smoke show, which is technically later this evening, on Sunday, smoke
Hmm.
show Sundays. The topic is the casualties of the gender war. Hopefully you'll be there, and like I want to remind you that there will be no Saturday show. There will be possibly no smoke show next week. Um, and I might see you guys on Monday, but I'll probably end up bringing you an extra show maybe Wednesday night or Thursday night. So just be on the lookout for that. And thanks to the 4 new subs that I made during this broadcast. You guys are excellent, and you won't regret it. Hopefully, I know that I'm a person that's too proud to admit that, to ever say that I'm going to win them all, because I know I can't. But for those of you who stick around and tolerate me, you guys are the realest. So anyway, that's it for now. I'm going to end it with this: long live the habitual line steppers and Kev we trust. Uh, when you don't give up, you win. Till the next time. Peace.